Hello, everyone. Welcome on in. Chokes immediately. Wow, great. I love this for me. Anyways, today we are doing more Steins Gate. This song is very copyrighted. I'm just gonna. There you go. Unjoking beam. Thank you. Much needed. Are you guys looking forward to going back to what's going on there? Yeah? Truly feeling like a Friday the 13th in game, huh? A fun little detail. Nope, that's fine. You're gonna have to deal with it anyways. Metaphysics necrosis.
Mighty.
Right, flashback. Mighty?
Mighty.
Mighty. No matter how many times I call her name, Mighty doesn't answer. We're in a cemetery. Look at how small they are. And the grave in front of us belongs to Mayuri's grandmother. Mayuri's parents were always busy with work, so her grandmother was her only companion. But she passed away that spring. Mayuri was only 11 years old. I was close to Mayuri's family, so her death was sad for me too. At the wake, I thought Mayuri would be crying her eyes out, but she didn't shed a single tear. Instead, she spent the whole time gazing vacantly at her grandmother's memorial portrait. After that, look at this baby. Look at this baby, man. Actual child. After that, I had advanced to middle school, so Mayuri and I no longer commuted together. But whenever I passed the cemetery on the way home, Mayuri would always be standing there. Every day, rain or shine, she would visit the grave. And she would stand there, staring at the sky without saying a word. As if she could see her grandmother in heaven. In her hands, an old pocket watch. A vintage item, unsuited for a young-looking girl like Mayuri. And the watch had belonged to her grandmother. Mayuri always held it when visiting the grave. Mayuri. Back then, I think Mayuri was suffering from aphasia. She wouldn't talk to anyone. Not me. Not even her parents. Whenever she visited the cemetery, I felt unease grip my heart. Mayuri would just stand there among the dead, staring blankly into the sky. Watching her made me fear that she might suddenly float off the ground and be whisked away to join her grandmother in heaven. Her gaze was so earnest, her ritual so pure, that it seemed like a very real possibility. And so, to ensure that nothing like that happened, I made sure to stop by the cemetery every day. I would stand next to the sky-gazing Mayuri and call her name. Mayuri. The only sound in the lonely cemetery was the echo of my voice, calling her name. It was raining that day too. Mayuri had a light blue umbrella. In contrast to the umbrella's color, the sky was glazed gray, covered in clouds. Rays of light shone through gaps in the clouds, a stunningly beautiful sight. Rembrandt's rays. Also known the Angel's Ladder. Okay. Also known as the Angel's Ladder. It was definitely what I was supposed to say, but I got tripped up. I love typos in my visual novels. They're so much fun. Even if you're not religious, the beauty of these lights is fairly compelling evidence of a higher power. Suddenly, a strong wind swept through the cemetery. It caught Mayuri's umbrella and carried it into the sky. But Mayuri just kept staring, paying no mind to the umbrella, captivated by sky above her. She stretched her hand out to the sky, as if to grasp the rays of light, as if her grandmother were reaching down to pull her up. To me, it looked as if she were floating, up towards heaven. Impulsively, I grabbed Mayuri's outstretched hand and pulled her into my embrace.
どこにも
I won't let you
行
go.
かせないぞ。連れてなんて
I won't let anyone take you away. I realized how embarrassing the words coming from my own mouth were. You're my hostage now. My guinea pig.
人体実験の生贄なんだ。
It was the first excuse that came to mind. Before her grandmother died. Mayuri and I were fans of a popular TV series about costumed heroes battling evil. I particularly admired the villain, a mad scientist. I even got pretty good at mimicking his lines. But I was doing it to hide my embarrassment. Cute.
どこにも
There's no escaping me.
逃がさないからな。
Look at the... Listen to that, I guess. Listen to that baby-ass mwahahaha. You're just a baby. And then, as I said this, I realized that Mayuri was shaking. Sniff. It was the first time in 6 months that I had heard her speak. No, she's your hostage. I guess it's so cute, huh? Where am I? Great question, bud. Who am I? I can't see. I can barely think. A terrible screech fills my head, like feedback from a giant speaker. Yeah, I'm personally not paid enough to do that, but thank you, Mamoru Miyano. It penetrates my brain, causing pain to explode right behind my eyes. Imagine hundreds of needles stabbing straight into your head. And there's more. I feel a shiver of pleasure beneath the pain, and a terrible itching like my body is on fire. The assault on my brain is driving me crazy. Crazy? I was crazy, but who am I? Suddenly, the shattered pieces of the world reformed instantaneously. Whomp. Oh my god, the time is going backwards. It's a little earlier on the 13th. My body starts to twitch vigorously, uncontrollably, as if I'm being electrocuted. I slowly come back to my senses. It's hard to breathe. I'm suffocating. The way both Kurisu and daughter are just kind of staring at him is really funny, not gonna lie. Especially daughter, he's looking extra potato. Okabe, are you listening? What was all that screaming for? And what is she talking about? Are you sick? I try answering, but my voice doesn't work too well. No. I'm fine. Yeah, don't worry about it, Kurisu. And then, get ready to go already. We're going shopping, remember? Shopping? For what? I search my memories. Humans are temporal beings. But now you're fine. Are you sure about this? Really? He looks so stressed, which, like, valid, understandable, have a nice day, but, you know, anyways. I remember now. I used the time leap machine.
未来の記憶
You'll remember the future.
を思い出すのよ
I remember. That's right. What am I standing around for? Where am I?
は
Huh?
今は何
What time is it now? What month? What day?
何時何分だ
I grab Kurisu by the arm and pull her close, demanding answers. Hey, that hurts. Calm down.
落ち着いていら
How can I be calm? Shopping? You said we're going shopping? Which shopping trip is she talking about?
誰
Daru, what day is it? What time is it?
今は何時なんだ
Well, it's the 13th. A little past 5. The 13th, a little past 5.
成功
Did it work?
したのか
Did I manage to time leap in the middle of all that chaos? Did my memories really jump through time? Does that mean I've leaped into my past self? Is there a chance that it was all a dream? But the sight of Mayuri, broken and bloody, has burned into my eyes. I remember the smell of the blood. And the weight of the headgear on my head. I remember it all vividly. And was it all a dream? I don't know. I've never time leaped before. I could only hope that it was a dream. A future like that is too much to bear.
マユリは
Where's Mayuri?
マユリはどこに
Where's Mayuri?
どこって
She just left saying she was going to Lukashi's place.
オカリン
Were you listening? That's right. Mayuri went to beg Lukako to wear her costume. She won't return until it's time for the party. What do I do? What do I believe? Was it a dream? Or was it real? If it was a dream, then I don't have to worry about anything. If it was real, then I need to act. Now. Deep inhale.
あれは
It must have been a
夢
dream.
だったんだあんなの
There's no way something like that could really happen. He huffed some copium. I pray that I'm right. There's no other logical explanation. I desperately persuade myself that it's so. Little do I know that I will soon regret how foolish my thinking was. Kurisu goes shopping alone. Oh boy. I stay in the lab with Daru, waiting for Mayuri to return. Toot-toot-oo, I'm back. Mayuri's alive. I was worried for nothing. Okarin. I called Ferris-chan and Luka-chan, but they said they couldn't come. I've heard these words before. Deja vu. A trick of the mind.
そうか
No. Do they have plans? Ferris-chan has a Rhinet tournament.
しまった
Crap! I should have gone to cheer. How careless of
なんとい
me.
う深く
And Luka-chan seemed embarrassed for some reason.
恥ずかしそうにしてたよ。ここに来たら
Maybe she
また
thinks you'll make her wear a
させられ
costume
るって
again.
思ったんじゃない？
It's just like my dream. I've never remembered a conversation from a dream before. But this, I remember vividly.
コスプレの件か。
You still haven't convinced her to cosplay?
もしかしてまだ説得できていないのか。
I like that he's saying the same things as he did before, but like, distressed about it.
恥ずかしい。
She said it was embarrassing.
かわいい
I keep telling her cuteness is justice, but she never listens.
かわいいわ。
Cuteness is justice? Is that what they say?
クリスチャンもね。
You're cute too, Chris-chan. Happy Pride Month, Kurisu. Totally didn't use this joke last time either. Nope. Hey, Komima's coming up. Wanna go?
新作は無
I
理
can't make something new, but I have a costume of post-awakening Seiria from Bloodtune I made last year. I think the size is just right for you, too.
多分ね。サイズはクリスチャンにちょうど合うと思うし。
Oh, Seiria.
私が
Me?
コスプレ
Cosplay?
か。ちょっと。
I'm sorta interested.
でも
But I refuse to do it in public, though.
お断りだから。着るだけでいい。
You don't have to show anyone, but eventually, you'll want them to see. The cosplay demon compels you.
コスプレにはそうさせる魔物さんが住んでるんだ。
At me when the cosplay demon compels me.
そういえば。
And that reminds me, Chris-chan, you're always wearing that cute uniform. What school is it from?
制服都内にあったっけ？
Oh, this?
2週間だけ
I attended Aimin for about 2 weeks. I modeled this outfit after their
そこの制
uniform.
服を改造してきてるの。
Oh,
あや
her uniform is really cute. But you made it even cuter. You might have really good design sense. Music note.
でもクリスチャンの改造センスはねすごくいいかも。
You are very correct, Sadum. Mayuri's big eyebrows are very cute, very moe. Scrunches her forever.
明日コス持って
I'll bring the costume tomorrow, okay?
そしたら
Will you try it on them? Sure. She says, unknowing about how post-awakening Seida is dressed. Presumably, anyways.
やめといた方がいいんじゃない？
Maybe you shouldn't bother. I remember this too. I feel like I'm losing my mind here.
ナキセクリスを
You're asking for trouble by trusting Makise Krisu.
それ
What's that supposed to mean? The girlies are fighting.
この前から思ってたんだ。
I've been meaning to ask. Did I do something to
あ
you?
なたに何かした？直接は何も。
Not to me.
でも私
But I know everything you
君の
have
したこ
done.
と全部知ってんだよね。
Unhappy Pride Month. You know, with all the Pride Month jokes you've made, I'm surprised that's the first time that one's come up.
何よ。
What do you
私
mean?
のしたことって
I've done nothing to be
後ろめ
guilty
たいこ
of.
とは何もしてない。だろうね。でも
Perhaps.
私
But I know your
知っ
true
てんだから
nature.
君の本質ってのをさ。へえ。
Wow. You can see into my heart. That's groundbreaking technology. I'd love to hear how it works.
ぜひその独身装置を見せてもらいたいもんだわ。装置なんてないよ。
It's not science.
強いて言う
It's
なら
a prediction.
つまり
So you're just making it up.
事実だってば。
I know.
おかり。
Akari.
二人を
stop them from fighting.
Look at this pathetic little man. Should I listen to Mayuri's plea, like I did in the dream? Knowing that I can't stop the fight, should I just let Mayuri handle it instead? I don't know. I can't move a muscle.
Jeez. Guys, Mayushi doesn't like it when you fight. Let's all get along, okay?
I'm scared. I'm trembling. I can no longer distinguish between my dreams and reality. I can't be here any longer. All I want to do is escape to the rooftop. And then when I realized that flight instinct would lead me to the same actions I took in my dream, feeling as though I was being controlled by greater power, I felt a chill run through my body.
Hey, Okarin. It's been really lively here these past few weeks, huh?
That was an Okabe sound, alright. Stop it. Were you saying the same things as in that terrible dream? It was a dream. It has to be a dream.
It's fun. Music note.
Mayuri smiles happily, not noticing my lack of a reply.
Now that there are 8 lab members, Mayushi thinks it's getting a little cramped in here. First, we don't have enough chairs. We should buy more. Do you have money, Okarin?
I shake my head wordlessly. For some reason, I'm afraid to look Mayuri in the face.
I guess you can use some of my salary. We need a new microwave too. Otherwise, I can't warm up any juicy chicken #1.
Truly criminal not being able to warm up karage. Fuck, I want karage now that I mention it. Maybe Thursday I might get karage. We'll wait and see. Pained Okabe noise.
Okarin, are you okay? You don't look so good.
It's nothing.
Are you feeling sick? Then you need a rest. Wanna lie down? You can lie on my lap, okay?
Cute.
I
I could never do something so embarrassing, I tried to say. But before I can finish, the rooftop door bursts open, and daughter looks the same shade of pale. It's all the same.
A bomb threat?
Hang on. This line's all passed through Akiba. How is Mayushi gonna get home?
Oh yeah. I should call home.
No. That can't be. It's the same. Every last thing the same.
Okabe Nintaro. I need to know.
It was a dream.
You've completed the time loop machine, right?
It had to be a dream. But if it was a dream, then why?
Are you listening?
The time leap machine's done.
そっか
Okay.
私
I just remembered. I've got something to do. I'm going out. What's wrong with her?
Does she know what's about to happen? Nothing's going to happen. The break-in was a dream. But no matter how hard I try to convince myself of that, I can't shake the icy hand clutching my heart. I feel like this has good thumbnail potential, because I can like cut him out and put anything in the background, you know? I remember this feeling too, from the dream. Did I choose wrong? Was I granted a second chance, only to let it go to waste? I turned to Mayuri to see, once again, her look of worry as she stares at her pocket watch. If the dream wasn't a dream, then any second now. It happens exactly as I remember. Several men burst into the lab. Then I have a gun pointed at me. There are 5 men altogether. I recognize each of them. There's no denying it now. I did leap through time. It was the future I remembered. I was supposed to change this present, to stop the madness about to unfold. But I told myself that it was a dream. I wasted my chance to save everyone. Heads in the air! Nobody move! I kick myself for my inaction over these past few hours. Wasn't that why I leapt through time? The sound of heels echoes down the hallway. Kiryu Moika. The woman who will kill Mayuri. Moika sounds. Everything is exactly as it was in my dream. The dream was real. Those were memories of the future. Those were memories of the future. This is happening because I did nothing to stop it.
Moeka-san.
Moika-san.
タイムマシンを
We're taking the time machine.
回収させてもらう
If I kill her first, will Mayuri live? My only hope is for Suzuha to make her move before Mayuri is shot. Is there even a chance?
牧瀬クリス
Makase Kurisu.
岡部凛
Okabe Rintaro.
橋
Hashira Itaru. The 3 of you will come with us.
我々と一緒に来てもらう抵抗は許され
You
ない
can't resist.
とにかく
Come with us.
Where?
At least tell us where we're going.
拒否することは
You
認めない
cannot refuse.
あなたたちに逃げ
And
る
there's nowhere to run.
私たちの仲間
We have men stationed throughout
すでに秋葉
Akihabara.
原中に散らばっている手荒な真似は
I don't want to hurt anyone.
3人とも
The 3 of you come with
一
us.
緒に来てなんで
Why just the 3 of us?
何を聞かれて
I'm
も
not answering your
答える
questions.
つもりはないあなたたちはた
Come
だ
with us. It's your only choice. Moika-san,
萌香さんは
you're a lab mem too,
ラボメン
aren't you?
だよね
In reply. It's happening again.
一緒に来てもらうの。
Our mission
あなたたちの口を
is to
封じるた
silence
め。
you.
それは
Your refusal to come will change nothing.
3人とも
Come with us.
一緒に来
Now.
て。これ以上拒否する
If you continue to resist,
嫌でも
I'll have to resort to
行き
extreme
たくなるよう
measures.
にするから。
She points the muzzle at.
椎名真由里は
Shina Mayuri
必要
is
な
not
い。
needed.
I try to stop her, but my voice catches in my throat. Someone, anyone, please stop her. Stop Moeka.
セルのために。
For Cern,
ルフィのために。
for FB,
セルのため
for
に。
Cern, for FB.
Girl, they didn't refuse, they just asked questions. In this context, that is the same as refusal. Because, like, do think, don't question it type shit, you know? A sharp, dry crack splits the air. Everything moves in slow motion. The raging flow of time grows gentle. Mayuri's body slowly crumples to the ground. The smell of gunpowder fills my nose. The quietest Okabe ellipsis yet.
No!
She's dead. Mayuri's dead. Again.
もう一度言う。
You three, come with us. Now.
一緒に来て。これ以上の警告
No
は
more
しない。
warnings.
抵抗するなら
Resist. And we will kill
あ
you
なたたち
too.
も殺す。
It's the same. I let Mayuri die again. Because I didn't believe my own memories of the future. I'm sorry, Mayuri. I'm so sorry. Suzuha storms in at the same time as before, knocking down the invaders one after another without a moment's hesitation. And when she goes to pick up the gun,
そこまでよ。
Enough.
何者？
Who are you?
42
42.
テレビ
TV.
this time, I already know what she means.
点灯済み
Turned on.
動くな。
Don't move.
それはこっちのセリフ
That's my line.
岡部、私が。
Okabe, I.
俺が飛ぶ
I'm going back.
俺が
I will save Mayuri.
俺を助ける
Are you sure? Okabe.
やれクリス
Do it, Kurisu.
麻酔を
Activate the machine. This is reality. It wasn't a dream. I burned that fact into my mind as I prepared to time leap. One more chance. Please. Give me one more chance. Here we go again. I am Okabe Rintaro. With the pain comes a torrent of emotions. Sorrow, longing, hope, joy. All of which threaten to wash away my psyche. However, only one thing matters.
また飛べた
It worked again. I sink my teeth into this fact. Daru. Is it just before 5 on the 13th? Yeah. Alright, time loop successful. You're a genius.
But what's gotten into you? Stop manhandling me. It's gross. Huh?
Okay, they're nowhere near each other, and she said that. Got it. Understood. Have a nice day, I guess. And scramble for my phone.
Why is she here?
Mighty, where are...
But I can't answer the phone right now.
You went to voicemail?
Please leave your message after the beep. He's like, no.
Mighty, contact me at once, okay? At once! I look at my watch again. It's just past 5 o'clock. Thank God for the time loop machine. It makes me shiver to imagine what would have happened without it. I have 2 hours until Moika kills Mayuri. Everything's going to be okay. There's plenty of time to escape. First, I'll meet up with Mayuri and leave Akiba. We can go to Ikebukuro. Wait, what if they're watching her house? Maybe we should hop the bullet train and get out of Tokyo entirely. Anyway, we're fine as long as Moika doesn't find her today. So first, I need to find Mayuri.
Okabe, you look kind of crazy. What's wrong?
Both of you, get out of here. Now.
What's this about?
I only have the 13,000 yen and some change. Still, I do have some savings in my bank account. I'll have to stop by an ATM and withdraw everything I have.
Is this another one of your fantasies? Okabe, where are you going? Hey!
I've run full speed to Yanabayashi Shrine. I'm not good at exercise in the first place. Now I regret not borrowing Suzuha's bicycle. But no, there wasn't time for that. Finding Mayuri comes first. I run to the courtyard, where I find Lukako standing alone with her bamboo broom. Lukako!
Okabe-san. What's wrong?
Mayuri! Where's Mayuri?
Mayuri-chan already left.
She left?
Yes. When you see her, could you tell her that I'm sorry? I really prefer not to cosplay. I don't want to disappoint her, but it's too embarrassing to dress like that in front of people.
I don't have time to listen to Lukaku's apologies. Mayuri went back to the lab?
I think so.
I know she comes to the lab around 6:30. It's still 5:15. No matter how slowly you walk, it shouldn't take more than 20 minutes to get to the lab. Plus you probably would have ran into each other. Shrug. So what was she doing for the extra 40 minutes? We don't have time for this. She didn't say she was dropping by somewhere?
No, I didn't ask. Is something wrong?
もしマユリがここ
If Mayuri comes back here, tell her to call me right away.
伝えるんだ
Okay.
I'd better check the lab. We might have missed each other. When I get back to the lab, nobody's there but Daru. Did Kurisu go shopping by herself?
マユリは
Where's Mayuri?
帰ってきてるか
Did she come back?
え
Huh? No.
どこへ
She. Every minute, every second is precious. Each moment I waste brings me closer to Mayuri's death.
オカリンさ
Hey, Okarin, why are you so jumpy?
マユリの居場所を知ら
I
ない
need to find Mayuri.
だからルカシ
Isn't she a Lucashi's?
いなかった
Not anymore.
帰った後だ
She's gone by the time I got there.
じゃあ他の
Maybe she went to see one of her cosplay friends?
そのレイヤーの
Who?
連絡
What's her phone number?
いや知らん
How should I know? Damn. It's easy to forget since she's usually here. Mayuri and I rarely spend time together outside of the lab. May Queen in the shrine. That's about it. I have no idea where else she might go.
あ
Ah, now that you mention it.
何か知っているの
Do you know something?
携帯の
I think she said that her phone was about to run out of power. She had to turn it off. Well, we could have figured that much. Yet another setback. Not only am I unable to contact her, she may not even notice my phone calls.
なあ
Hey,
どうした
what's going on? Why are you still here, Daru? I thought I told you to
今す
leave.
ぐラボを離れろと言ったはずだ理由もなしに
I'm not leaving without a good
わけわ
reason.
からんつうか一体何が
Tell me what's going on,
み
man.
たいなマユリが殺さ
I'm
れる
going to kill Mayuri.
は
What?
セルが
Stern's after us. They're going to attack this place. So you guys need to get out while you still
逃
can.
げろえ
What? For real?
クリスト連絡を
Can you get in touch with Kurisu?
相手にも
Pass the message on to her.
なんでオカリンは
How do you even know this?
まさか
No way.
使った
You used it? I nod gravely. I kicked Daru out of the lab and sent him home. He promised to call Kurisu for me and tell her to stay at her hotel. But a few minutes later, she calls me directly and demands an explanation. It takes some effort, but I manage to convince her to do as I say. Now I just need to wait for Mayuri to get back. Mayuri returns to the lab at 6:30. That leaves about 20 minutes before Moeka's attack. The timely machine doesn't matter. Moeka can have it. My top priority is to prevent Mayuri's death.
あれ
Huh?
That's right, I forgot about Suzuha.
岡部倫太郎
And what are you doing here, Okabe Rintaro?
いや
Nothing. The way she moved during the attack was practically superhuman. Just who is she?
あ
Oh,
わかっちゃった
I know. You're getting ready for that party tonight, aren't you?
準備でしょ
それを誰から聞い
How did you know we're having a party?
椎名まゆり
Shina Mairi. She said, you should come join us.
つうわけで
Hope you got room for one more, cause I'm...
ダメだ
You can't.
もしかして
Um,
私邪魔だ
am I a bother?
いや
No.
まあ
It's
私も
okay.
ごめんにしてもら
I
える
understand.
とはいえ
I guess I'm still an outsider.
Sob, Suzuha, no. That's not it.
そうじゃなくてだろ
That's not it.
んだよ
What's wrong with you, Okabe?
うちの
Let my part-timer join your little club. You owe her, don't you? You're so right, Mr. Braun. You have no idea. The party is cancelled. I'm sorry, part-time warrior. But please go home today.
Cancelled?
Yeah. Sorry. I don't know what's going on, Okabe, but don't do anything reckless. Too late for that one. Huh? Like, I'm going in a fight with Mayuri. Things are a little complicated right now. And that's all. And that's the best that I can manage. I checked the time on my phone. Mighty should be returning about now. Ah.
Hey, where are you going?
It's a really shit lie, Okabe. So true. I have no more time to spend chatting with Suzuha. Mighty!
Okani. Music note.
Now that I secured Mayuri, we need to get as far away from Akiba. We need to get as far away from Akiba as we can. Hand holding or wrist holding.
What's the rush, Okani?
Run to the station.
What?
Just run. I can't get that image of Maji's death out of my mind. I won't let them kill her. I won't.
Hey, where are we going?
We'll head for Sakaba or Yokohama. Everything will be fine once we make it on the train. I hold this thought in my head as we run.
Shouldn't we rest a bit?
No. We're stopping until we're on the train.
But, Okani, you're covered in sweat. You shouldn't push yourself. You're not good at exercise.
When we reached the station, I realized that something was wrong. The station is packed. Seriously packed. What's going on here? A protest? Protest? Some kind of street performance? Your attention, please. The Yamanote, Keihin Tohoku, and Sobu lines are currently suspended. We sincerely apologize for the inconvenience and kindly ask for your cooperation. That's right. Before the attack, the trains were stopped by a bomb threat. No wonder there were so many people standing around. How could have I been so stupid? In my haste to flee the city, I completely forgot.
I wonder what happened.
All of the train lines are stopped. We can't escape Akiba. Before we could get more than a few steps, a man steps out of the crowd and blocks our way.
Okabe Rintaro だな。
Okabe Rintaro.
Okani, do you know these people?
一緒に来てもらおう。
Come with us. Who are you? He doesn't answer.
抵抗する。
If you resist, we'll kill you. CERN! He is with Moika? She must have planned for this in advance. You going to kill us with all these witnesses around?
冗談だと思わない。
This isn't a game. I feel something cold against my back. I don't realize what it is at first. Am I going to die here? Will my time leaping be for naught? No, I can't give up. The crowd of the station has grown even thicker. People are starting to argue with the station personnel, demanding to know when they can go home. And the people are starting to argue with the station. That's the same line. The situation is quickly becoming chaotic. Some people are trying to get out of the station. Others are still showing up because they hadn't heard of the bomb threat. And others are still waiting for the operations to start again. The push and shove between all of them has led to utter chaos. Suddenly, a fight breaks out nearby. It looks like some people are trying to shove their way through. This could be our chance. One person breaks out of the crowd and pushes between me and the man holding the gun as he makes a break for the exit. Now!
Mayuri!
Run! Mayuri! I grab Mayuri's hand and start running. We have to fight our way through the crowd, but that also thwarts our pursuers. Once we break through the human traffic, we start running as fast as we can away from Akihabara Station. But we can't return to the lab. Moika's group will be staging their attack shortly. Is the subway still running? If we can get on Suihiro Station, we can take the Ginza line to Shibuya. From there, we can grab a train heading out of Tokyo.
Where are we going, Okarin?
Well, they were certain too. How many men do they have? Okay, Mayuri, you're a faster runner, so... You go on ahead. Go to Hariti Shrine in Ikebukuro. We'll meet... I try to stay there, but I'm silenced by a horrible sight.
What's going on, Okarin?
The group from before is chasing us. We're surrounded by enemies. The familiar streets of Akihabara are filled with agents of CERN.
You have nowhere to run. We have men stationed throughout Akihabara.
Escape impossible. Our enemy is a multinational conspiracy willing to kill anyone who gets in their way. No matter what, we must get away. Leading Mayuri by the hand, I jump the fence onto the road. Something strikes me with crushing force, sending me tumbling across the pavement. And this is why you don't jump into the road, kids. That's the moral of the story, right? I grit my teeth against the pain and raise myself to my hands and knees. But Yuri. No response. Mayuri is motionless. This can't be happening. The car that ran us over, a white van, pulls up.
I've stopped them.
Her again. Okabe Torment Nexus. So true! Welcome to Steins Gates! Does she know the exact moment she needed to be here? In order to run over poor Mayuri?
I've secured Okabe-kun. Okabe Rintaro. Contact the police. Shina Mayuri is dead. Why? Why did you kill her? Because you ran. You monster! Mustering my strength, I leap up and throw myself at Moeka. She goes down hard. I hear her head smack against the pavement. I stand up and look around. Moeka is dazed and unable to stand, but I see certain agents making their way towards us through the crowd. I've got to get out of here. I have to get back to the lab in time leap again. Fighting the pain of my broken leg, I managed to drag myself back to the lab. Surprisingly, Cern's men didn't chase me. Nobody's at the lab when I arrive. I can read so good. I remembered to break into the Brawn Tube workshop to turn on the 42-inch CRT. My vision is blurry. It's hard to focus. But still, I forced myself to activate the by 68,000 and input the settings. They killed her again. I failed to protect her. I used the number 3 timer setting. Should I really use the machine? Of course I should. Mayuri's dead. Remember? This can't be allowed to happen. I will save Mayuri, whatever it takes. Okay, not here. What am I waiting for? Back again. If you didn't notice, he's there a little bit earlier. The world bends, pulses, then returns to normal. And the pain of my wounds has vanished. It's like magic. I don't have a single injury on my body. Me when the time travel was horror. They've been replaced with this piercing pain in my head. I fight back a wave of nausea and take stock of the situation. Another successful time leap. That makes 3. It looks like the time leap machine works perfectly. I'm sure it would boost Kurisu's confidence if I told her. But that will have to wait until Mayuri's out of danger. Where's Mayuri? What? Don't shout. Where's Mayuri? What's wrong with you? She went to Lukashi's, remember? Kurisu did squeak, it was very good. I thought about commenting on it. Damn, she already left. I should call her, send a mail. I need to get in touch with her somehow. But I only went to see someone after leaving the shrine. The question is who? Think. Hello, this is Urashibata.
Lukako, it's me, Okabe.
Okabe-san, what's wrong?
Is Mayuri there? If she is, let me speak to her.
Okay, just a moment, please. Mayashi here. What's up, Okarin?
Finally, I've managed to get a hold of Mayuri. This will give us hours to spare. Where are you now? Yanabayashi Shrine?
Yup.
I'm headed there now. Whatever you do, don't move, okay?
Huh? Why not?
一体何の騒ぎ？
What's all the commotion?
誰
Daru,
それに
assistants, leave right now and get as far from Akiba as you can. But under no circumstances use the train.
電車は絶対に使うなよなんだと
What? Why?
できれば
If you can, go somewhere you don't normally go and stay there overnight. Understand?
超
Wait, overnight? So you're saying we should go to a love hotel and make hanky panky? I understand.
わかります
I mean, a love hotel would meet the requirements, I guess.
黙ってろ、変態。
Shut it, perv.
岡部、
What's going on,
どういうことよ？
Okabe?
いいから言う通りに
Please, just do as I say. We'll talk later.
いいか
Don't come back to the lab until I say so. The dash out of the lab, disregarding Kadisi's and Daru's demands for an explanation. I was right about Suzuha's bicycle. I arrived at the shrine far earlier than if I had run. Shocking that. Mayuri!
Okarin,
もしかして
are you here to back me up?
来てくれたの？
援護
Back you up?
ルカちゃんにコス
To help convince Luka-chan to wear my costume.
説得だよ。まゆりちゃん、
Mayuri-chan, I really can't. It's too
恥ずかしく
embarrassing.
て絶対着られないから。ねえ、おかり。
Hey, Okarin,
ルカちゃん、
can you think of something to persuade Luka-chan?
何かないかな。まゆしに。
Mayushi can't reach the ending for the Luka-chan route.
思いつきません。僕
I keep telling her I can't, but Mayuri-chan just won't give up.
まゆりちゃん、ちっとも諦めてくれなくて。
She can be stubborn about things that don't matter. Don't worry about it, Lukako. I feel the telltale sting in the back of my nostrils. Tears well up in my eyes. I grit my teeth and resist the urge to cry. To see them talking, so happy and carefree. I thought that this peace would last forever. And yet,
すまない
I'm sorry, you two. Save the cosplay talk for
コ
later.
スプレの話は後だマユリ
Drop your bags, Mayuri. Leave them with
ルカを
Lukako.
預けるんだ
Huh? What's going on?
これから遠出する
We're leaving town.
Leaving town?
旅行
We're going on a trip? A
旅行
trip?
二人で
Just
行く
the
んです
two of you?
The way Lukako's voice got even higher. Girl, please, no. Not like that. Not like that.
そうだ
That's right. Her little blushy face. She totally did not understand the actual meaning of everything, but you know. I took off running, half dragging Mayuri along. I don't remember the exact time, but I should have at least 2 hours before the train stops moving. If we wanted to, we could even leave from Akiba Station. But that seems like a bad idea. Moika and her men might already be there. So just going behind Okabe in the thumbnail, right? Maybe. I'm thinking about it. We should board from another station. Near Akiba, there's the Ochanomizu, Shin Ochanomizu, Iwamoto-cho, Suehiro-cho, and Awaji-cho stations. There's also Kanton Okachimachi stations a little farther away. If the plan is to head for Yokohama, the fastest way is to take the bullet train from Tokyo Station. To get to Tokyo Station without passing through Akihabara Station, we need to depart from either Kondo or Awaji-cho Station. We could walk to Tokyo Station in an hour, but I don't want to waste that much time.
オカリ
Where are we going, Okarin? What's the rush?
俺たちは
Cern's
命
after
を
us.
狙われている
Huh?
どういうこと
Oh, what does that mean?
詳しい説明は
I'll explain later. First, we need to get out of
秋葉
Akiba.
を離れるんだ
Okay.
I decided on Awajisho Station and start running. If you can make it to Yasukuni Dori, the station's right there. But I freeze when I see a group of 6 men walking just ahead. Are they Momika's men? I don't know, but we can't take the chance. I pull Mayuri into a nearby alley. How many men does Cern have? When did these patrols start? I have no way of knowing. Damn, what should we do?
オカリ
Okarin.
眉
Mayushi's kind of scared.
The fear on Maria's face gives me my answer. I can't expose her to danger. We have to take the back roads. As long as we can get out of Akiba. There's no way of knowing where Cern's men could be.
隠れろ
Hide! Several young men pass by. They're not particularly fit, and each of them is carrying a bag full of computer parts. I don't think they're the enemy, but I can't be sure. This is kind of reminding me of that one quest in Yakuza, but being suspicious of everything because the other Yakuza weren't clearly marked type thing, you know? The only way to be safe is to treat every group of men as a potential threat. At this rate, it might be before we escape Akiba. It'll be night before we escape. Maybe we should just go for it and hope to get lucky. I look up the closest station with my phone. Ochino Mizu and Suehiro-cho are about equidistant from our current position. Suehiro-cho takes us near the lab, but Ochino Mizu is on the same line as Akihabara. It might be affected by the bomb threat.
前より
Mighty. Just stay right here.
ここでじっと
Don't move until I get back.
どこ行くの
Where are you going?
駅までの道に
To the station.
敵がいない
To make sure it's safe. And while I'm at it, scout the streets between here and there. We'll need to take the shortest route if you want to get out of here.
眉し
Mayushi doesn't want to be left alone.
すぐ戻る
I'll be right back. If I'm not back in 30 minutes, call someone. Kirisuya or
連
Shizuha.
絡を取って
Have them get you out of
秋葉から
Akiba.
離れろ
そんなこと言っ
Don't say that. Come back, okay?
てね
If you don't, Mayushi won't know what to do.
なんだか
Okay. I'll come back. I promise.
Death flag.
I leave Mayuri behind and run to Ochinobizu Station. Wary of surrounding guys, I scout the streets and decide that the back alleys of Kondom Yochin will give us the best chance of avoiding detection. Once we make it to the station, we'll just have to pray. I race back to the spot I left Mayuri.
前より
Mayuri! I call out for her and when I reach the place where I left her. She's not there. I told her not to move.
動くなって言ったのに
At first, I assume Mayuri just wandered off somewhere, like she often does, but then another possibility dawns on me. Could Cern's men have found her? If so, why would they have abducted her? I knew I shouldn't have left her alone. I should have stayed by her side no matter what. Yeah. Noob mistake. Still, I can't give up. I scour the neighborhood for Mayuri. But when I fail to find any trace of her, I return to the lab in despair. It's a mail from Oeka. She's on her way here. When she says we need to talk, she probably means I'm gonna kidnap you and take the time loop machine. Just as I was about to delete the mail out of frustration, I noticed there's an image attached. I swallow and open it. It's a scan of a foreign newspaper article. February 28th, 1961. 50 years ago. It's not in English. I look at the picture. A jelly man. Wait. The picture is of a jelly man embedded in the wall of a house.
Yippee.
Mighty. Yeah, nope. I'm not doing that. Mama Noviana did a great job. Take 3, 4. Back in the building again. The screeching fills my ears. Needles stab into my brain. Mama Noviana's fucking rent was due. So true. So did the sound team, to be honest. True. I left immediately after seeing the photo. I couldn't accept it, not even for a second. In the 20 minutes I took my eyes off of Mayuri, she was captured by Moeka's men. They took her to Francis, took her in the LHC. They sent her through the unstable black hole 50 years into the past. It wasn't an experiment. It was just a warning. A threat. Could anyone do such a thing? Now that I've recovered slightly from the shock, I realized that Mayuri was probably still alive when Moeka sent me that picture. A flight to France takes at least 12 hours after all. It could even have been when her abductors were taking her to Narita Airport. Even so, her fate was already decided. Perhaps that 50-year-old newspaper article appeared out of thin air the instant they found her. Our enemies don't consider Mayuri human. I'm filled with rage. I won't let them have her. The clock shows 5:05 p.m. Not as much time left as I thought. Come to think of it, the time-weight machine should be able to send me back to noon at least. I'll do that next time. It still runs up my spine. What am I thinking? Next time? Have I already given up on saving her this time? I shake my head to clear it of negative thoughts. Judging by the time, Mayuri's already left the shrine. So we can't contact her until she gets back to the lab. All I can do is wait. Once again, the Braun Tube workshop closes early, and Mayuri arrives just as Mr. Braun is leaving. There's no time to waste. We have to get out of Akihabara as quickly as possible. We run through Kondo Myojin's back streets to Ochonomizu Station. But standing in front of it were a bunch of apparent hitmen. Change of plans. We turn around and head for the Ochonomizu subway station. We arrive at the station later than I intended. I don't usually come here, so I got lost. Look at how they're just there. They're silly. I don't usually come here, so I got lost. I stare nervously at the platform clock. According to the scrolling display, the Yamanote, Keiki and Tohoku, and Sobu lines have already suspended operations. Wait, it looks like the shielded line has too. It must be protocol to assume that nearby stations may be threatened, even stations on unconnected lines. Damn. Mayuri hasn't said a word about my strange behavior. This is the third time I've led her on this escape, but each time, she follows me without complaint. Does she really trust me that much? Maybe she can feel my desperation. And that's why I want so badly to save her. We've been together for more than a decade. She's like a little sister to me. I'll leap as many times as it takes.
Okarin. Mayushi has a lot of questions, but she'll wait for now. But once it's over, I want you to tell me everything, okay?
Yeah, I promise. That's right. While we wait for the train, I should ask Mayuri about her whereabouts today. If I have to leap again, I'll need all the information I can get. Where did you go after you saw Lukaku?
I got an email from Buki-chan. A thread came loose on her costume. I went to fix it.
Where does Fubuki-chan live?
We met at the Starbucks at UPX.
So that's where she was. Just then, an announcement plays over the PA system. The subway is resuming normal operations. Right now, Moeka should be in Akihabara, heading to the lab. Everything is going to be alright. Another announcement. Our train is arriving. You can hear the rumbling and see the lights at the end of the tunnel. The roar of the train draws nearer and nearer. Mayuri and I are standing just behind the white line. I reach for her hand. But I guess there's no hurry now. I let my hand fall to my side, empty.
About the party tonight.
It's difficult to make her out over the rumbling.
It got cancelled. But we should definitely... Mayuri.
I knew this was coming from a long shot, so it's kind of funny seeing the other people burdened with knowledge. Anyways, suddenly, Mayuri disappears.
Eh?
Huh. And there she is, leaning out over the tracks. She's off balance, as if she stumbled or someone pushed her. She seems to hang there for a moment, and then the train comes screaming into the station. I heard an unusual sound from under the train. A sound that chilled me to the bone. Sparks fly as the train slams on its brakes. The people on the platform scream. I turn to where Mayuri was just a moment ago. There stands a familiar girl. The tiny form of an elementary schooler, an innocent face. A cute black rabbit bag slung over her shoulder. Tanoji Nae. Her eyes are wide. Her lips tremble.
I saw Mayuri. I wanted to surprise her. It wasn't on it wasn't.
She stares at me for a few more seconds, as if waiting for me to say something, then turns and runs away. She disappears into the direction of the exit staircase. And the platform is in chaos. The PA informs us that there's been a personal injury accident. Naya is already gone. I don't go after her. Instead, I peek timidly through the gap between the train and the platform. On one side of the track is a wash of red. My mind is blank. I can't think. I don't even remember how I got back to the lab. Moika's group should have come and gone, but the timely machine is still here. I guess I should be grateful. It takes longer than usual to set up the machine. For some reason, I have trouble recalling my own phone number. At last, it's ready. No, take me back.
Oh my god, 333.
I didn't know he was a 3 collector. The leap occurs instantaneously. Titter claimed that his time machine takes 1 hour of subjective time to travel 10 years. I don't know if ours has the same behavior, but now is not the time to find out. So true. 10 years. I have no business that far back. Besides, according to Kurisu, time leaping too far into the past could cause mental disorders due to the gap between personality and memory.
Juicy chicken number 1.
She's so cute. Mayuri is peeking into the refrigerator while singing her chicken song. I was right to come back 4 hours. What the hell happened back there? Mayuri died again. This time, it happened at Shinochino Mizu Station, a place completely unrelated to the lab or the bomb threat. Tenoji Naya pushed her onto the tracks. Could Naya be working for CERN too? No, though that can't be right. Naya has a habit of jumping on Mayuri and greeting. But why did she choose that precise moment? It's like fate is playing a cruel joke on us. Whatever the case, all that matters now is that I have another chance. I need to act. I have the power to save Mayuri. I'll do whatever it takes to find a way. And this time, we hail a taxi on Shuodori. It'll be expensive, but that hardly matters now. However, the traffic is unusually heavy. It was smooth sailing at first, but as soon as we got out of Akihabara, we got caught in a jam. It's been 3 hours now. I love Kaguro days. So true. The driver says it's never been this bad before. Worse yet, we're surrounded by one-way streets, so we can't even take a detour. The only thing keeping us inside this taxi was the vain hope that things would start moving and the belief that we wouldn't make it far on foot. I considered getting off here and taking the train, but then I remembered what happened at Shinochino-Mizu Station. I have a bad feeling about this. This can't be a coincidence. Once again, I feel the malice of fate manipulating the situation. Is Mayuri going to die again? Just then, someone knocks on the window. Stop raising death flags, Okabe. It's not very nice of you. Mayuri, look out! What? It all happens too fast. Roa. Be quiet, Okabe Rintaro. They killed her again. Why? Why can't I save her? Why won't you let me save her? Who decided that Mayuri must die? Moika, CERN, or does the world itself wish for Mayuri's death? I won't accept that. I crawl out of the taxi and take off running through the traffic jam. After dashing back to the lab, luckily the timely machine was still there. I have to leap again. Every time we run, Mayuri dies. 5 hours into the past, I clutch my head and rack my brain for an answer. What do I do if we can't run away? Is there no way to save her? No, there has to be a way.
What you talking about?
This time, I take her to the closest police station. When I beg them to take her in, a few policemen started to question me. When asked why, I explained that someone is going to kill Mayuri 6 hours from now, but without any proof that there's someone after her, they have no choice but to turn us away. A cab. The fact that this takes place in August makes the Kagebuto joke land even harder. You think, that is fair. It is almost the 15th in game 2. I wonder if maybe it will eventually be the 15th at some point in the game too. It's past 6 by the time we leave the station, and we're left with no choice but to keep running. I wish that I could blame my previous failures on bad luck. When we could try Ochinomizu or Shinbashi again, and maybe this time she won't die. Subways, trains, taxis all out. Attempting escape by those means will get Mayuri killed, so my heart tells me. Because I've seen her die a half dozen times already. Shot, stabbed, torn to pieces. I can't go through that again. But Mayuri dies. Just like that. I can't deny it any longer. The world itself is killing Mayuri. Every time I try to save Mayuri, it ends in the worst possible way. Why does Mayuri die? At first, I thought that it was Moika and her hit squad sent by CERN to steal our time machine. That was my understanding, at least. But as I leapt back in time and again... let's try that again. But as I leapt back in time again and again, the cause of Mayuri's death kept changing. At Shinochino-Mizu Station, she died because Nai pushed her off the platform. The first time it was Moika. After that, she was murdered by other people. What does that mean? I want someone to tell me, but who can I ask? I'm the only person in history to leap through time. No, there's one more. Don Titter. But I have no way of contacting him. He hasn't replied to any of my mails, nor has he posted on @channel. I'm not even convinced he's a real time traveler. I decide not to run this time. Instead, I take a different approach. If running away doesn't work, I'll make the first strike. I send Moika an email. I need to talk to you about our time machine. Meet me alone.
動くな。
Don't move.
両手を上げろ。
Hands up. Just like a Hollywood movie. But 1,000 times more tense. Moika quietly raises her hands when I take her gun away.
残念だったな。
Sorry to disappoint you.
最初の銃
The first gun was a toy. I breathe out slowly so Moika won't hear just how nervous I am.
話を聞きたい。
Talk. I know you were sent by
セルの客で
Sir.
あることは分かっている。
なぜ
How?
知りたいのか。
How? You want to know
知
how?
りたいのかよ。
Because of her. Because of her mayuri.
俺はタイム
I came from the future. That's how.
冗談だと思っている。
You think I'm lying? I've repeated the last several hours a half dozen times already.
4、5回は同じ時間を繰り返してきた。
I've lost count of how many times exactly.
だから
I know what you're planning.
これからお前たちが何をするかも知っている。電車が止まる。
You're going to call in a bomb threat to stop the
爆破予告の
trains.
せいでな。
So it was their doing.
お前と仲間た
I
ち
also know that you're planning to attack the lab. You and your men.
のことも知っている。
And then you're going to kill
マユ
Mayuri.
リを殺すこともだ。
私も
I
理解したか。
Understand.
俺
I'm
は
a
タイムリー
time
パーだと。
leaper. I could kill her now. It would be easy. But no, I need information.
俺たちはセルのな。
Who are you people?
ラウンダー
rounders.
ラウンド
Rounders? What does that
一体どう
mean?
いう組織なの
How are you related to
セルとの
CERN?
関係性は
His little face is making. Anyways.
メールで
By email.
ダメだ。
No!
言葉を説明
Speak!
しろ。
ラウンダーは
The rounders
セルンとは別
are an
組織。
organization separate from CERN.
公には
Covert operations.
そういう
We don't
That's good.
exist.
秘密の傭兵部隊
I'm
が
like a private army.
違う
No.
IBN5000
Our mission
その
is to find and
情報
acquire
収集
IBN
と回収
5100s.
のため世界中に
And they
散
send
ら
us around the world.
それを
We collect them.
集める
IBM 5100s. That's right. When I met her, she was looking for an IBM 5100. And the IBM 5100 was used in CERN's database. These days, they're nearly impossible to find. People will pay millions just to own one. Is that because CERN has been hunting them down?
ラウンダーの規
How many rounders are there? Answer me!
知らない
I don't know.
末端
I'm just an
Okay.
agent.
Was it you who stole our IBM 5100?
やはりお前だな。な
Moika doesn't answer.
ぜ IBN
Why does CERN need IBM 5100s? To keep hackers out?
機密保持
Maintaining secrecy.
もっとも
is the highest
優先す
priority
べき事項だから。セルン
for CERN.
一体何が隠され
What are they hiding?
タイムトラベルの実
We already know that they killed hundreds of test subjects with their time travel experiments. We didn't need an IBM 5100 to find that
普通の
out.
PC でもハッキングで見ることができた。IBN 5100
Are you saying the IBM 5100 database has information more sensitive than that?
というのか。
知らない。
I don't know.
末端だからか。
Because you're just an agent. My tone is sarcastic, but Moika nods.
なぜラボを襲った。
Why did you attack the lab?
いや
Or rather, why will you
お前
attack
に
the
とって
lab?
はこれから襲うか。
分かっているはず。
Isn't it obvious?
セルンへのハッキングをしたの
Because we
か。
hacked into CERN?
理由は3つ。
3 reasons.
1つは
First,
知ったから
because of what you know.
君たちが知ってはいけない
We were ordered to silence you.
So CERN did know about the hacking.
それと
Second,
タイム
for the
マシ
time
ン
machine.
君たちが
The one you
作っ
made.
た。
CERN must be trying to monopolize the time travel technology.
決定的だったのは
Third, the reason it happens today.
君たちが
You plan to make your time
そ
machine
のタイムマ
public.
シンを世間に公表しようとしたこと。
How does she know that? We made the decision right after the time machine was completed.
だから
And that's why
全員
I was ordered
拘束
to take you in.
拘束。
Take us in.
マ
You killed Mayuri!
あの子は
She is
必要な
unnecessary.
Unnecessary. I nearly pulled the trigger.
タイムマシンを作ったのは
Makise,
君と
Hashida,
マキセと
you made the time
足だ
machine.
から。あの子は
She is expendable.
殺しても構わない。そう
Those are my orders.
俺たちを拘束して。
And after you take us in,
どうな
what
るつもり
then?
だった。
セルンの施設
CERN
に
will
監
hold
禁
you
して
prisoner,
タイムマ
force
シ
you
ン
to
の
complete
実
their
用化の
time
研
travel
究を
research.
Have you done this before? How many lives have you ruined for CERN's research?
私は
I do as
回
I'm
収し
told.
ろと言われただけ。
お前のことを一緒
I
に
was a fool to consider you my friend.
セルンのため
I live for CERN.
すべて FP の命令
I live for FB.
すべて
Man, was she always this about FB? Because I don't remember her being this forward about it. But memory go blur, so there is that.
何でもやる。
I'll do anything if FB tells me to.
Okabe is more patient than you would be in the situation. You would have pulled the trigger by now. That's fair, I guess. But, you know, I'm pretty sure the safety is on, and I don't think Okabe knows what a safety is on a gun. So he would try to shoot and then not do anything. That's all. FB. Is that the name of her supervisor?
岡部君、
Okabe-kun,
君なの
is it you?
ジョン・タイター。
Are you John Titter?
何
What? Nani? John Titter.
考えられない。
There's no one else it could be.
Me.
何をバ
I
カな。
don't have time for this.
それより
If you want to live, you'll call your friends. Call FB. Cancel the attack.
FB とやらに連絡しろ。ラボ襲撃は中止だと。
そんな権限。
I don't have the authority.
知ったことか。
I don't care. Find some way to stop the attack. Otherwise, I'll kill you. I can't do it. I'm not a killer.
なんで
Why? Why did you kill her? She didn't want to pull the trigger.
お前も
You didn't want to kill her, did you?
なかったんだ。
So why?
なのになんで。
私は
I
従うだけ。
just obey
FB に。
FB.
だったら
Then bring that son of a bitch here.
連れてこい。
Moika shakes her head.
だから
I don't care about your authority. If you can't, don't do what I say.
無理なの。
I can't.
FB に
I've never.
会ったことは。
Something strikes the back of my head. My legs give out instantly, sending me to the ground.
ターゲット B を確保。
Target B in custody. Requesting pickup. Deep down, I knew. I can't save Mayuri. Even if Moika's group doesn't kill her, the world will. The world itself wants her dead. That is the choice of Steins Gate. Steins Gate. There's no such thing. And those words have no meaning. It's just some nonsense I made up to sound cool. Steins Gate doesn't exist, but fate does. Fate, God, the will of the universe, an absolute force that no one can resist. It exists, and has sentenced Mayuri to death. I wake up in the back of the station wagon. Oh God, he's recovering from his chinibyo. I feel a throbbing pain in the back of my head. What time is it? How long have I been unconscious? There's a man with me inside the car. The man seems to notice I've woken up, but he doesn't speak. He just silently points his gun at my head. I look at the clock on the dashboard, just before 7. Has the attack already happened? Before I left, I told everyone, including Mayuri, to run. If she did as I said, she won't die by their hands. But that doesn't mean she's safe. If I don't do something, Moika is going to take the timely machine away. What will happen then? Sir can have the machine if it will save Mayuri. The problem is that it won't, not when the world itself is determined to kill her. I'll leap again and again until I find a way to save her. But if I lose the machine, then the future is decided. A future without Mayuri. I have to get to it before they do, even if that means I might get shot. As long as I survive to reach the timely machine, everything will be alright. Again. 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 It's just before 5. I have 2 hours before Mayuri dies. I find myself staring at the time leap machine. This thing is the reason for Moika's attack. If only we had never built the phone wave. If only we had never sent those emails. Perhaps the future might be different, instead of the nightmare it promises now. Would anything change if I broke it? Just smashed it to pieces right here.
Stop, Okabe. What are you doing? Are you trying to break the machine? You don't have to break it, Okabe. We already decided not to experiment, remember?
Not because Kurisu told me to, but because I realized what would happen if I really did break the machine. If I lose it, I lose my only hope of saving her. The fear of that outcome stayed my hand.
Are you listening? Wait.
With no particular destination in mind, I get fed up with the crowd around the station and escape to the pedestrian overpass. Mayuri's death creeps closer and closer.
There you are, you idiot.
She totally said Dokyun. Anyways.
So this is where you went. I've been looking for you.
I lift my head and see Kurisu standing there.
No.
Christina.
What?
What time is it now?
5:38. Hey, if you have time to sit around, then you can help me with the shopping.
Shopping? Oh, right. Preparations for the party. In the original timeline, I went shopping with Kurisu at the Upiak supermarket. And then we talked on this bridge, just like now. It feels like so long ago. Back then, I had no idea what was about to happen.
Well, are you going to come along or not?
He looks so pathetic. Like a little wet cat, you know? Pathetic creature. Anyways. I don't believe that I was wrong to time leap. Wet rat, correct. Pathetic wet rats. However, Kurisu.
And that's the first time you've said my name properly.
Help me. I can't save Mayuri alone. I realize that now. I can't keep struggling alone. Help me.
Tell me what happened. I know you used the time leap machine. You get a phone call, and suddenly, you're like a different person. It was obvious. What happened?
They killed a Mayuri. And then I explained about certain Moika, and about how Kurisu herself activated the time leap machine to make this possible. I told her about my previous leaps. I explained that the world itself wants Mayuri dead, that I can't save her no matter how I try. It's all my fault. Talking to Kurisu lets me sort out everything I've done, everything I've seen. I shouldn't have told Daru to hack CERN. I shouldn't have asked you to build a time machine. I shouldn't have made Moika a lab mem. Mayuri's death. It's all my fault.
俺の責任なんだ。
That's why I needed to bear the burden myself. I was resolved to do whatever it took to save Mayuri, never faltering, never giving up. And yet, my resolve has already crumbled.
If you know that Mayuri is going to die, then what are you doing wasting time here?
I just don't get it anymore.
What don't you get?
マユリを助ける
How
方
to
法
save
が
Mayuri.
Based on what you said, I guess the chronology protection conjecture is true.
何をしても
No matter what I do,
どうやら
Mayuri dies.
マユリが死んでしまうんだ。
And that's what you blah, 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 blah. And that's why you keep time leaping. And there's no guarantee that the machine is safe, you know. Even if the machine works perfectly, repeated use may have serious side effects. For example, you may become disconnected from causality itself. You need to understand the risk if you're going to continue.
因果律から外れる
Disconnected from causality, meaning.
It happens all the time in sci-fi. You become trapped in a closed time loop, never aging, never dying, but doomed to repeat the same day for all eternity. Worst case, you may cease to exist entirely.
What?
Every trace of your existence will vanish. Nobody will remember you, because your life will never have happened. Leaping through time, is that dangerous?
人間は根源的に
Humans are temporal
時間
beings.
的存在者である。
Heidegger. I was thinking of that quote too.
Ha, look at these nerds.
お前から教わったこ
I
と
heard it from you first.
Man,
俺は
This isn't the first
もう
time
何
I've
度もタイム
leaped.
リープしている。
right. Of course. If what you said is true, then I want to save Mayuri too. But as the co-creator of the time leap machine, I can't recommend its continued use. Will you listen to my advice?
俺は
I can't do it alone. I know that now.
だから
I need your
お
help.
前に助けを求めたんだ。もがくために
I have to save Mayuri.
マユリ
I
を
can't
助け
do
る
it
ために
alone. But together, we might have a chance. I want.
クリスの協力
I need to believe that.
なんとかできるかもしれない。できると信じたい。力を
Please, lend me your strength. You're such a stubborn fool. What you've been through, I'm surprised it hasn't broken you already. I'll help. Anyway, I'm not doing this for you, okay? Tsundere. I'm doing it for Mayuri. Yeah,
当たり前
of course.
それに、あん
That,
たの被験者にす
and
れ
I
ば
think you'll make a
いい
good
データ
test
が取れそうだし
subject.
それはつまり
Now you're
セ
talking
ルンの
like
人体
CERN.
実験を肯定するということか。
全然違う。
It's completely different.
どこが
How so?
被験者が
I only
他で
experiment on
と
you.
いうところがマッドサイエンティストとして
Besides,
は
mad scientists experiment on themselves all the
自分
time,
自身で実験台に
don't
するで
they?
しょ。何せマットだし。
そうだな。
I guess. I'm no longer afraid to time leap. I'll do anything to save mayuri.
冗談
It's just a joke.
本気にす
Don't
る
take it so seriously.
さて
There's not much
時間
time.
もないから
I think you should have a clear
これから
plan
まだ
before trying to
すぐ
change the future
もっとじっ
again.
くり対策を練った方がいい。
つまり
Meaning?
今から
Leap
もっと
to an
前
even
に
earlier
進んでお
time.
く。そこで
Then, explain the situation to me
事情を
again.
説明して。
Kurisu's right. It's important to devise a plan. Up until now, my actions have been random, and they've gotten me nowhere. Maybe if I prepare myself better, I might start to enact some change.
行こう。
Let's go.
Taking her hand, I rise to my feet.
Meow. Oh my god, pizza. They go hot.
マユリ本人はともかく
I understand why you can't tell
橋田に
Mayuri,
も話さない。
but why can't you tell Hashida? Because he's special.
必要になったら
I'll
話す。
tell him when it's necessary. And it's certainly not necessary right now. Besides, I don't have time to explain. I've already turned the 42-inch CRT on.
住居侵入罪
And they'll throw you in the
逮捕
slammer
され
for
るわよ。
breaking and entering.
どうせ過去に
In a few seconds. It won't have
なかった
happened.
ことになる。
そっか。
I see.
あんたの主観
And
じ
that's
ゃ
how it looks from your perspective.
私の主観だとどう
And
な
what
る？
does it look like from my
あん
perspective?
たが飛んだ後
What happens here after you leap?
ここはどうなる？
そのデータはすぐ
You'll know soon enough. My consciousness travels to the past. That I know from experience. But what about the body I leave behind? I used to be so fascinated by the structure of the universe, but now I don't really care. All that matters is saving Mayuri.
Kurisu sound.
What's wrong?
It's nothing.
考えたら
I was just
思考が
thinking.
ループしちゃってた。
You do that a lot, Kurisu.
D メールのような状態。
Maybe it works like a D-mail. The instant we send a D-mail, the present changes around us. Thanks to reading Steiner, only I remember what it was like before the change.
その方が楽。
That would make things easier, though. I kinda hope you're wrong.
データを観測
Because you can't collect data if you record the change.
そういうこと。
Exactly.
転送先は
I set the destination to 5 hours ago.
つまり
You should arrive
午後
around
1時40
1:40 p.m.
覚えてる？
I completed the time leap machine just after 2. Do you remember?
2時過ぎだった。
Barely. It might be a mere 5-hour difference for Kurisu, but since I've lived through it over and over again, 2 o'clock feels like it was hundreds of hours ago.
時間にルール
Nobody likes a man who can't remember dates.
感謝しなさいよ。
Be thankful that I make a habit of checking the time. I have a pretty good idea of what happened
結構
when.
覚えてるの。
Kurisu finishes typing and turns to face me.
いい、岡部。
Listen, Okobe.
タイムリープ
If you're going to keep using the time leap machine,
これだけは覚えて
there's one thing you must remember.
携帯電話は
Don't let go of your phone, ever. It's your lifeline, your
それは
destination
あんたの生命
marker.
線
As long as you keep it with you. You can leap to any time you want. But if you lose your phone, if someone else gets a hold of it,
then if I leap to that time, my memories could overwrite theirs. I don't want to imagine what might happen next.
If it breaks or the battery dies,
then I won't be able to leap to that time. If it breaks, then I can get a new phone with the same number, but there will still be a period of time to which I can never leap.
the time leap will fail. Once again, never let go of your phone.
了解だ。
Got it.
After you leap back to the afternoon, just sit tight and don't do anything until I complete the time leap machine. If you accidentally prevent me from completing the time machine, it will likely wreak havoc with the timeline. As soon as I finish, declare that we will not experiment, then send everyone home. Ask me to stay, tell me the truth. If you say you came from the future, I'll probably believe you.
How do you know?
Who knows me better than me, myself? Blah, blah, blah. I fucked that up. Let's read that again. Who knows me better than myself? And don't forget, it was my mad skills with the Z that turned the phone wave into a time leap machine. Look at her. Look at this dork. Silly. Very silly. When you told me about your time leap, I took it as proof that my theories were right. I was happy you succeeded. I really was. I didn't doubt it was true for a second.
I see.
And just to be safe, I should probably give you a passphrase. What I want the most right now is my own fork. My fork.
What?
It doesn't mean anything, okay?
Yes, it does, you dork ass.
マイフォークが欲しい。
You want your own fork?
I already have my own spoon. Wait, that doesn't matter.
Imagine being tsundere over cutlery.
Everything's ready. Now get out of here. Be careful. And remember, I'm always on your side.
No. These sensations never get any easier to endure. I look at the clock. It's 1:46. What was I doing then? The time leap machine will be finished in about 15 minutes. All it needs are some final adjustments, so there's nothing for me to do but wait.
Okuni, can you come here? Can you hold this for me? Spread it out like flap.
Oh yeah, Pyro redeemed a.
Do-do-do.
I follow Mayuri's directions and spread the costume out by the sleeves.
Okay, thanks. All done.
I said something here, didn't I? And what was it? I can't remember.
クリスちゃんより先
I finished before Chris-chan. You're racing.
負けたわ
You win, Mayuri. Congratulations.
でも
But I'm finished too.
完成
Complete.
The thumbs up from Daria is silly. Alright, that's my cue.
実験はしない
We're not experimenting.
Eh?
Crap, was that too soon?
あの
I just finished and you're already shutting it down?
私が
What?
何
I
の
have been
苦労
doing
して作った
these...
と思ってんのよ
What have I been doing these past 3 days? Thank you. Word order important. Scrunches the dialogue for being out of order. I don't know.
タイムリープには
Time leaping presents a host of problems.
その点について
I want to consider them all carefully.
Huh? That's an unusually respectable opinion
まともな意見
coming from you.
何が問題なの
Problems? I thought it was done.
詳しくは後日
I'll explain later.
今日は
Everyone's tired, so let's go home.
完成祝いに
We're not going to have a party to celebrate?
たりしないの？
それも後日だ
And we'll do that another day.
何
What?
不満か
Are you upset?
ええ
Yeah.
Probably because I shut her down right after she finished the time leap machine. She'll feel relieved later, but only after she has time to fully consider its implications.
俺は
I came from 5 hours in the future.
Is that supposed to be funny?
Don't glare like that! This isn't right. You're supposed to believe me.
何が未来から来たと言われれば多分信じるだ
は
What made you think I'd believe something like that?
5時間後の
You told me so. 5 hours from now, okay?
捏造しないで
Don't be ridiculous. I would never make such a baseless projection.
発言するわけないでしょ
I'd like to have a word with future Kurisu. If this is how you're going to be, then you leave me no choice but to quote you word for word.
タイムリープが
When I told you about my time leap, you said, I took it as proof that my theories are right. I didn't doubt it was true for a
成功
second.
してよかったって思えたとも言ったそもそも
Don't forget, it was my mad skills with Z that turned the phone wave into a time leap machine.
I don't talk like that.
話し方しない
お前が今一番
What you want most right now is your own fork.
What?
マイスプーンは
You already have your own spoon, apparently.
She said that? I'm gonna kill myself 5 hours from now.
Whatever's going on there. It seems she believes me now.
心の中を
It feels like someone peeked into my heart. And that someone is so capable, people.
What does she think I'm going to do?
でも
But
あんた
I think I believe you.
信じて
Tell me the details.
詳しく聞かせて
I explain everything to Kurisu again. I'm able to organize my thoughts better since this is my second time.
なるほどね
I see. If what you say is true, then we have a serious
かなり
problem.
まずい状況だな
And there are 5 hours until Mayuri's death. We need to come up with a plan before then.
5時間後の私は
Future me said that the chronology protection conjecture holds, but I don't think that's quite right. And the conjecture says that according to quantum theory, time travel is impossible due to the danger of disrupting causality. But, many time leap, there's no chance of a time paradox occurring.
Two of me don't exist at the same time. And I can't bring anything with me to the past. All that changes are the memories stored in my temporal lobe. So I was right. The universe itself is censoring me, correcting any changes I try to make.
If that's true, then time leaping can't save Mayuri. Nothing you do will change the result.
I can't accept that.
Neither can I. The world is trying to kill Mayuri. As a scientist, I refuse to believe such nonsense.
What about the many worlds interpretation? I just need to observe the world where Mayuri doesn't die.
In the many worlds interpretation? And that might have something to do with how Mayuri's means blah 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 blah. That might have something to do with how Mayuri's means of death keeps changing. But it's supposed to be impossible for parallel worlds to observe each other. Why are you different?
Because of my Esper power, reading Steiner.
And this is no time for your Chinibyo nonsense.
There's no other explanation.
You've mentioned that reading Steiner thing before. Were you actually serious?
Why would I make up something like that? I mean, look at yourself, man. Our DML experiments prove that I can somehow perceive changes in the timeline when they occur. It's an ability only I seem to possess. This has been proven by our previous DML experiments.
I don't know, but I don't want to rely on something that may not even exist. Anyway, you can't control which possibilities you observe, even if the many worlds interpretation holds true. It's unreasonable to expect that you'll ever find a world where Mayuri doesn't die.
Wait, we're not getting anywhere. Instead of analyzing what I've done, let's think about what we can do.
Time leaping won't change the result. I just said that.
Then what do we do?
Calm down.
How can I calm down? Do you know how many times I've seen Mayuri die? Covered in blood, gasping for breath, the light fading from her eyes, again and again and again. And all I could do was watch.
Getting emotional won't solve anything.
You're only calm because you weren't there.
True. I don't know what happens 5 hours from now. To be honest, it doesn't feel real at all. But it's not like I don't believe you. You have to stay strong, Okabe.
Cute. Sorry. She's right. Getting emotional won't solve anything. I need to calm down. Calm down. And what I don't understand is how the cause can change, but the effect can stay the same. It's like it's like causality itself is broken. Me getting distracted by the little thing here, because it's 8:15 specifically. Man, I can't fully read what it says. Well, maybe I can. Yasumi Masu? Yeah, off day. Anyways, getting distracted by things in Japanese aside. Yeah, August 15th, I know. Yasumi Masu would be just resting. Like, very specifically like oyasumi. Same kanji, same word. Anyways, it's like causality itself is broken. Maybe Kiyumoika's shooting herself isn't the real cause of her death. Maybe it's something larger and less obvious. There's more kanji I could read, in theory, but it's blurry. I'll ignore it. For example, maybe she dies because we invented a time machine, or because CERN discovered her hacking. If that's the cause, then it doesn't really matter how she dies. Causality remains intact. Or you give me headbats because I keep getting distracted by little things that don't matter. Can that theory explain why Naya pushed her in front of a train? Okay, you're definitely giving me headbats because I'm getting easily distracted. I see how it is. Oh, right. Anyway, the principle of causality is absolute. Deny that, and you deny all of physics. There must be a distinct cause for Mayuri's death. So if we figure out what it is, then maybe we can save her. Not necessarily. What do you mean? And the problem is when the causal event occurred. If it happened too far in the past, then there's nothing we can do. But I can travel to any time I had a cell phone, can't I? No. It's still theoretical. But I believe that one leap with our machine has a maximum range of 48 hours. 48 hours? I could only go back 2 days. Why didn't you tell me that before? Before what? I just finished the timing machine, remember? That's true. Future, you didn't say anything about it either. Oh, so that's what you mean. Maybe she just didn't have the chance. So, how come I can only leap 48 hours? I don't know. Even I don't understand everything that's going on inside that thing. But you can do consecutive leaps. That is, as long as the time leap machine exists. For example, if the time leap machine remains functional for 10 straight years, you can leap back to this moment 10 years from now. Of course, it would take a total of 1,825 leaps, so I don't recommend it. It's theoretically possible. Then what's the problem? Weren't you listening? I said, as long as the time leap machine exists. When was the machine completed? Exactly. Around 2 p.m. on August 13th, 2010. It didn't exist before then. It's impossible to use the machine before 2 p.m. today. So, what you're saying is... count 48 hours back.
8月11日
They can't go back further than 2 p.m. on the 11th?
おそらく
Most likely.
改良できないのか
Can you improve it?
将来的にできる Eventually, maybe, but certainly not now. もっときちんとした I need a real laboratory with real お金を
equipment.
たくさん使
It
っ
would be
て
expensive,
きちんと
which
した
means we need
環境を使えば
sponsors.
なんとかなるかもしれないけどそれをやろうと
And
し
if we go looking,
どうさ
I'm
せ
pretty
る
sure
か
CERN
さ
would
れる
crush
と思う
us.
未来の私かあん
I'd
た
say
が
that's proven by the fact that neither you nor I have left here from the far future yet.
証明終了かな
So basically,
結局
we can't do
と
anything?
いうことではないかタイムリープマシン
Even with the time weight machine, we can't stop CERN from killing Mayuri 5 hours from now?
結局避けられないのかよ
At that moment, I hear a clatter from outside. That's when I realized just how foolish I was being. What was I thinking, getting so worked up? God knows who could be listening to us. I dash outside in a panic to see Suzuha of all people.
おい
Hey! I tried to get her attention, but she ran off without so much as a look in my direction.
あいつ
What's with her? She was acting strange. Instinct tells me that she knows something. My gut tells me so.
ちょっと
Hey, where are you going? And there's something going on here. This is a completely new sequence of events. This has to mean something. I can feel it. Suzuha is already out of sight. She must have been headed toward Chuodori. I wonder if her phone's on. Come to think of it, this reminds me of something. On the day she failed to meet her father, she disappeared without a word, just an email saying, bye. I couldn't find Suzuha no matter how hard I searched, so I sent an email to change the past so she would stay. Where did Suzuha go after failing to find her father? Ellipsis.
鈴葉か
Suzuha, I need to talk to you.
I'm sorry. It's all my fault.
何
What?
All because I acted like a spoiled child. This time, I'm going. Bye.
お鈴葉
Hey,
おい
Suzuha, wait! It's happening again. Suzuha is trying to go somewhere else. I search up and down Chuodori, but find no trace of Suzuha or her bike. I have to be careful. There could already be rounders here in Akiba. Maybe I should corner her on my next time leap, press her for answers before she can escape. I better get back to the lab. I start walking away from the station, but just then... The people around me gasp and point. Everyone's looking up at the sky. So I turn and look up too. But... There's someone inside. Is it even operable? And if it is, who could operate it?
鈴
Suzuha?
それとも
Or could it
桐
be
生萌子か
Moika? Unlike my previous time loops, this time Suzuha overheard my conversation with Kurisu and ran off. That's something different. Suddenly, the satellite starts to move. Suzuha must be up there. What is she trying to do? What is that satellite? How is it related to John Titter? Could it be a time machine? There's only one way to know for sure. I need to get there before Suzuha does something.
鈴葉
Suzuha!
Okabe. Rintaro.
The interior of the satellite was far more simple than I'd expected. The only things that really caught my eye were the pilot seat and the monitors affixed to its arms. The monitor displayed numbers in a large font that I could read from where I stood. The upper monitor reads 2010-813, and the lower monitor 1975-813. Suzuha sits in the seat and types away at the keyboard with a practiced hand. What are you doing?
It's not working.
You know how to use that thing?
It's not working.
Answer me. Amane Suzuha. I swallow hard, then ask the question. This is a time machine, isn't it? Are you a time traveler?
I'm John Titter. Oh my god. Blech.
Mysterious liquid spontaneously combusted, sneezing, same difference. Wow, I'm really here just to suffer. Anyways, there's still a big crowd outside, so we exit the building on the side facing away from the station. What do you mean you're John Titter?
Exactly what it sounds like. I'm the John Titter who's been posting on At channel.
I thought he was a guy.
I fooled you. I guess my camouflage worked then.
Who are you hiding from?
CERN.
The stories you posted, were they?
True. Mostly. A few exceptions.
It's those exceptions that bother me.
Pigeons! Look at them!
Pigeons. Anyways, so you came from 2036, on that satellite. What's your time machine?
Look at the pigeons! They're so shaped.
Pigeons. Anyways.
I was hoping you wouldn't find out, but my time machine went and broke on me. I really screwed up, huh?
I thought Titter's time machine was loaded on a Chevy.
Chevy? That's a car, right? Where'd you hear that?
The Titter in 2000 said so.
2000? That might be me on a different world line. At least, I haven't been to 2000. I came straight here from 2036.
So it was someone else? It's true that Titter never posted in 2000, not on the current world line. What do you know? You overheard my conversation with Krisi, right? Why did you run to the time machine? What were you trying to do?
I thought it was my fault.
What?
Because I neglected my mission. CERN was able to put their plan in motion. Is it true? Is it true that CERN kills Shina Mayuri?
It's true. I time looped from 5 hours in the future.
time leaped. So, you guys completed your time machine.
I need an answer. I need answers. What do you mean it's your fault? He really does keep pointing at things.
I'll tell you everything. I think you need to know. You and Makise Kurisu.
Kurisu. Why Kurisu? I guess I'll find out if I let Suzuha talk. We should head back to the lab. When I called Kurisu, she said she was already back at the lab. I told her to stay put until Suzuha and I arrived, then hung up.
Yippee. Welcome back, Okarin. Oh, Suzu-san's with you, too.
When we got to the lab, Mayuri and Dario were there for some reason. I thought I sent them home. Mayuri gives me a ditzy answer when I ask them.
I really thought we should celebrate the birth of Super Phone-chan.
Oh, Mayuri. I should have known she wouldn't stay away.
But what do we do?
Make absolutely sure Mayuri doesn't find out. What are you guys whispering about? How many times do I have to say it? No party.
Come on, Okarin. That's no fun.
It's not about fun. I glance at Suzuha.
Suzu-san, are you feeling okay?
Suzuha, Christina, and I have important matters to discuss. That's why I asked you to leave for the day.
Mayushi wants to hear too.
I think he's serious.
But Suzu-san looks sad. Mayushi's worried. Sorry.
I know she feels responsible for Mari's death. But how is she related? That's what I'm here to find out.
I want Shina, Mayuri, and Hashida Yutaru to stay. This concerns them too.
If Suzuha says so, then I have no objections. But I quietly pull her aside and remind her not to tell them about Mayuri's impending death. Then I quickly explain Suzuha's true identity, that she posted on that channel as John Titter, that the satellite is really a time machine, that she came from the year 2036. Which is still weird that we're closer to then than the time the game takes place. Isn't the passage of time fun? Oh, speaking of, apparently we were last playing Steins Gate in 2022, so it's been about a few years. That's really weird. Anyways. A girl from the future? That's awesome. Could I shake your hand? We're not playing around here, Daru.
さんは
What year were you born?
2017年
2017. Baby. Anyways.
7年後
That's in 7 years.
まだ
You haven't been born yet, but you're here?
だね
Huh?
と
Man, she's not even 9 yet. Anyways.
それで鈴葉
Alright, Suzuha. Let's hear it.
って言っても
Well, just as what I posted on an ad channel.
ほとんどすべて私は
I came from
36年の
I
未来
came from future. The year 2036.
セルに
In my time, the world is a dystopia ruled by CERN. There's no war, no conflict, but no freedom either.
自由を奪われてるディストピア
Dystopia? A society where every activity is controlled by the government. And a dystopia, you're not allowed to eat bananas unless today is banana eating day. If you break that rule, they throw you in jail without a trial.
それは困る
That's terrible. Mayashi loves bananas.
私はさ
I'm part of the resistance, fighting to free humanity from CERN's control.
レジスタンスなのこの時代にタイム
I came to the past to change my present.
そんな今を君たちからして
From your point of view,
未来に
I guess I should say the future. To change the future.
変えるため
Change the future.
じゃあ
Um,
お父さんを
what
探
about finding your father?
すのは
Was that a lie?
あれは嘘だったのかな
Suzuha doesn't answer.
セルンは研究機関で
CERN is a research institution.
統治機関
They don't have political power.
私は
I spent with the John Tutor several times
そ
online.
う訴えてきた
Wait,
まさか
don't tell me. You're Kuri Gohan and Kamehameha.
Tutor came forward, so it's only fair that I do to
名
you.
乗り出ないとフェアじゃないでしょ
Cute.
ならば
In that case, I'll come clean too. I was posting under my true name. Halloween Kill.
それは知って
I know. You harmonized.
セルンは
CERN is still a research institution in
研究機関だよ
2036.
世界を支配して
And the world is actually ruled by CERN's
セ
secret
ルンのバッ
backers,
クにいる
the Committee of 300.
世界ってやつら
300人以下
The Committee of 300.
実在した
They're real.
セルンがタイム
When CERN successfully completed their time machine, they became the sole entity with power over the fourth dimension. Time.
唯一の存在になったその結果
In just 2 years, they remade the world to serve
世
their
界の秩
purpose.
序は全て塗り替えられたってわけそんでもって
And that brings us to you, Makise Kurisu.
2036
In
年
2036, you're hypothesized as the mother of the time
タイ
machine.
ムマシンの母として崇敬されている崇敬
Hypothesized?
日本語で OK
In Japanese, please.
崇敬
Hypothesized,
崇め
as in revered,
敬われている
respected.
敬われて
Respected? Huh?
私が
I am?
2010年に
In 2010, you pioneered time leap technology.
初めて発見
Afterwards, you contributed to the development of CERN's
セル
time
ン
machine.
タイムマシン
That's what I know about Makise Kurisu.
それが私の聞かされたマキセ・クリスっていう人間よ
Is that why she treats Chrisu like an enemy?
ならば俺が
Then I must be the father of the time machine, right? Yes, the time machine. Their child.
Okabe Nintaro is a terrorist in 2036. You're pretty infamous.
What?
I helped CERN build their time machine? I don't believe it. CERN experiments on people against their will. They're disgraced to scientists everywhere. I would never collaborate with them. But that's how it is in the future. How did the future me explain herself? We've never met. By 2036, you're already dead. Sorry. Well, that's just great. I don't even make it to 50. In my time, there are two kinds of people. Those who live extremely long lives, and those who die young, under suspicious circumstances. People who act against CERN are erased. If they erased me? Maybe. You're being used by CERN too. Maybe they took your parents hostage and forced you to work on their time machine. No. Does that mean Mama's in danger?
Rounders.
何それ
What's that?
セルンの
CERN's private army. Or something like that.
On paper, they're an independent technology research firm. In reality, they do the dirty work for CERN all over the world.
According to Moika, they have two chief duties. First, to acquire IBM 5100s, the only computers that can access CERN's first secret database. Second, to find promising scientists in the field of time travel and force them to cooperate with CERN, or eliminate them if they will not.
So they already exist. I thought they might. In my time, they're our number one enemy.
The dirty work? Does that mean, like, kidnappings and assassinations?
In my time, yes. But I don't think they've reached that level in this time yet. Amane-san, you said that most of what you posted as John Titter was true, right? Right. Does that mean you know how the universe works? You claim that the Everett Wheeler model, the many worlds interpretation, is correct. That was a lie. Camouflage so that CERN wouldn't target me. If I mix one lie into the truth, then the bad apple spoils the barrel. So, you don't know? I do. By 2036, scientists have successfully modeled the structure of the universe, and it's not the many worlds interpretation. Really? Tell me.
In tractor fields.
Right. I told you by mail, didn't I?
メールで直接教えたよね。それ
What sort of model is that?
世界は
The universe is made up of world lights and attractor
アトラクタフィ
fields.
ールドでできてる。世界の構造は
The universe is like this piece of yarn.
いくつもの可能性
Countless possible world lines exist side by side, branching out to infinity.
常に無限個に枝分かれしてってるわけ。全体を見ると
From a distance, it looks like a single string.
ミクロな
But when you look closer, the string is actually made up of individual threads woven together.
そして
At the end, those threads converge on a
それ
single
らの
point.
細い糸
The paths are different, but the destination is the same.
経過は違うけど結果は同じになる。それって
Isn't that
決定論じゃない
determinism?
近いかもね。
Close.
でも
This model is a little looser.
多世界解釈
You could say it cherry picks from the many worlds interpretation and the Copenhagen interpretation.
If the branches all lead to the same place, does that mean there's only one world in the end?
結局一つなのか。
そういうこと。
Exactly.
で
The bundle of world lines that share a point of convergence is called an attractor
アトラ
field.
クタフィールド。アトラクタフィールドも
And there are also many attractor fields.
このより糸は
The string is the attractor field alpha.
範囲内にあ
And
る
the threads are alpha world lines.
青がアトラクタフィールド
Blue is beta, yellow is
段
gamma,
まで
and white is
白
delta.
がデルタとしてそれぞれベータ世界
Each is made up of countless beta world lines, gamma world lines, or delta world
た
lines.
くさん内包してる。アトラクタフィールド
Attractor fields are superpositioned like
いくつも
this.
重ね合わせ状態になってそれぞれのアトラクタ
In
フ
each
ィール
attractor
ドごとに
field,
は
the world lines converge on a different result.
収束する結果も違う。干渉性はそうし
They
て
don't
してるわけ
interact. Each attractor field is independent of the others.
元をたどれば一つ
Of course, they all diverge from a common point somewhere in the
さ
past,
らにマクロに
and they will all converge again at some point in the future. But that takes many hundreds of
何百年
years.
っていうレベルなんだ。より大きな分岐と見ればいいかな。
エロゲに例えたら
Can you compare it to an eroge? Teach me, yo erotic one. Oh, Dario.
There's no erotic one here.
いや、
No. His right. It's like an eroge. Each heroine's route is an attractor field, and there are small choices within or the
そ
individual
の中に
world
出てくる
lines.
細かい選択肢がそれぞれの世界線だ。しかし最後に
But
は
at the end, they all enter the true route for the grand ending. Do eroges normally have true endings? Well, actually I take that back. I'm playing Dramatical Murder. I know there's something like that there. Anyways,
共通ルートが長い
the only difference is the length of the common parts.
ちなみに
By the way, I choose the little sister attractor
アトラクタ
field.
フィールドを選ぶぜ。
Flex his forehead.
勝手にしろ。
Whatever.
ダメだこいつら。
You guys are hopeless. Better do something quick.
Must Rogue have true endings, you think? Huh. I don't have much experience with them, to be honest. And the only ones I'm interested in are fucked up, like, dramatical murders, so... I say that like there's many, but like there's only one other one for sure that I know I'm interested in, and it's very fucked up. But anyways, that's a conversation for not on Twitch. Let me get this straight. The reason I can't save Mayuri is that her death is the event upon which this attractor field converges.
でもさ、
But then, isn't it impossible to change the future? It always converges in the end, right? No matter what you do, the result is the same. If you remind me, Sadam, I will tell you when stream is done. As far as you know, as something endemic to visual novels and other games that take that style of storytelling. That's fair. Like, I play enough visual novels to know that for sure, but most of them are not gay, strictly speaking, so... And that's right. That's why Mighty dies no matter how many times I leap.
We have to escape a tractor field Alpha.
Escape.
In other words, we're going to jump to a world line in a tractor field Beta. Without attractor fields, couldn't interact. Attractor fields are normally separate, but if we go to the instant they diverge. The instant they diverge? Is that now? I was taught that a major divergence occurs in 2010. In this year, an earth-shattering event causes divergence of the attractor field level. The last time such a divergence occurred was in the year 2000, and before that, in 1991. What happened those years? Events that changed the face of the world. Huh?
1991 was the collapse of the Soviet Union, right? But what happened in 2000? 2001 had the 9/11 attacks. Damn, 9/11 mentioned in my Steins Gate? Crazy.
In the year 2000 problem.
Y2K? But that was just hype. Nothing happened.
And that's because of the Alpha world line we're on represents a world where Y2K didn't occur.
So in other words, there are world lines where it did occur.
And that brings us to 2010.
They've hit the second world line. No! That means Steins Gate is better than turning red, right? Huh? What do you mean by that, Skull Bloke?
Did something big happen this year? What else could it be? But the creation of humanity's first time machine. Oh, yeah. Wow. One more question. These world lines aren't parallel worlds, are they? No. Ultimately, there's possibilities that exist simultaneously. And then, how do you observe the differences between world lines? Would you need a god's eye view to do that?
Looks at Okabe.
Normally. However.
Don't tell me. Me when I'm a set of possibilities that exist simultaneously, please. Reading Steiner.
Is that what you called it? Okabe Nintendo. You have the power to observe changes across world lines, correct?
According to Steins Gate 0, that's just encephalitis, but you know.
Oh.
Yeah.
And that's the key. Your power is the key to freeing the world from Stein's rule. You have the power of a god.
My power.
If you escape Attractor Field Alpha and reach a Beta world line, then the result will change.
My body trembles. It was all I could do to keep from shouting with joy. So there's hope. I can save Mayuri. Suzuha nods firmly. Oh gosh, she's feeding his Chunibyo. Like it's justified, but yeah, I know. Then I must do it.
Oh, wait a second. How do we know this is all true? What if Amane-san is just making stuff up? What? I'm not making stuff up. Calm down. I'm not trying to pick a fight. But I still have questions. 1. How do you know about Okabe's power? 2. How do you know How do you know Okabe and I were in Akihabara in 2010? Don't you know a little too much for someone born in 2017?
She has a point.
It was written on Dad's will. What do you mean? His will was what made me decide to time travel. My dad was one of the founding members of the Resistance. He hid from Stern and researched time travel on his own. He wanted to change the future. But Stern killed him. And that's why I'm here. To fulfill his dream. I'm sorry.
Kirisi would never actively cooperate with Stern. I know that. But he just can't say it in front of Suzuha. For some reason, Suzuha really does see Kirisi as responsible for the problems of the future.
Akihabara, 2010. The time machine created here accelerates Stern's own time machine research. We have to stop that from happening in order to guide history in a new direction.
Stop it, how? Stern already knows about us.
Dad believed that the ultimate cause was the very first email you sent with your time machine.
An email? It wasn't because they caught us hacking? Like I said, nobody can catch my hacking.
Which email are you talking about? I know. Wasn't it the email Okuri sent that said Chris-chan died?
Look at Mahiri having the brain cell. Good for her. Pats her. Yabai was the subject, which is really fucking funny. Right. The email I sent to Dottie right after Dr. Nakabachi's conference.
Oh, that. Stern probably intercepted that email and realized what it meant.
They were already onto us back then. We really jumped in the deep end, huh? But How did they intercept our email? Hundreds of millions of emails were sent around the world each day.
世界中に1日に何億という数が送られているんだぞ。
セルンは
CERN uses the Echelon network to collect communications pertaining to time travel research worldwide.
情報を収集してるの。
エシュロンだと
Echelon? It really exists?
実在していたのか。
セルンはさ、
Echelon sees everything. Any transmission that even hints at time travel is filtered and sent to
エシュロン
CERN.
で常にアンテナを張って監視してるんだよ。
For example, an email that appeared to have come from the future.
だから、
We need to find the record of that email in CERN's database and delete
コンピュ
it.
ーターから消去しなきゃ。そうすれば、
If you do that, then CERN will never know you exist. Their time machine won't be completed in 2034. If we're lucky, the program may be shut down entirely.
タイムマシンの研究そのものが頓挫するかも。
In other words, deleting that data will take us to the attractor field where CERN doesn't build a time machine. There wasn't any data like that when we hacked CERN's database.
IBN
An IBM 5100.
Oh,
そうか。
of course.
IBN の
CERN's IBM 5100
あのデー
database.
タベースか。
あの中に
That's probably where they stored the data from Echelon.
蓄積されてる。
So that's what it is. Damn it, Daru. Why didn't we use the IBM 5100 earlier?
使わなかったのだ。
いや、
We never had one.
そもそも持ってないし。
何を言っている。
What are you talking about? I got one, remember?
はい？
Huh? Right, that was on a different world line. On this world line, I never found the IBM 5100.
私の役割
My mission is to make sure you acquire an IBM 5100.
IBN5100 を託すことなんだよ。
持っているのか。
You have one?
1970
I'm going to 1975 to obtain one.
よし。
Alright,
ならば全話
we need to move fast. How soon can you leave,
今
Suzuha?
すぐにでも1975年に飛んでもらおう。
そうしたい
And I was trying to leave when you caught me, but
タイムマシンは
Right. Your time machine's
壊れている
broken.
のか。
直せないの。
can you fix it? No,
私
I
は
just tried it. My dad's the one who built it.
仕組みそのもの
I've memorized the manual, so I know how it works, but
That doesn't mean she knows how to repair it. And there's no guarantee that a time machine from the year 2036 can be repaired using present-day technology.
タイムリープマシンです。
maybe we can use the time link machine to go back before Amane-san's time machine broke.
壊れる前へ。
っていうか、
Wait,
タイムリー
you're
プ
going to use the
マシ
time
ン
link machine? Wasn't the plan not to experiment?
ファイナルアンサーじゃなかった？
Complicated, buddy.
場合によっては使う。
We'll use it if the situation
そ
demands.
れで鈴葉
Do you know when it broke, Suzuha?
いつ壊れたかわかるか。
No, but it was probably the rain a few days ago. It's supposed to be airtight, but the inside was all wet when I checked it today.
密閉されてるはずなのに。
あんだけ派手にビル
Maybe it was made maybe it made a hole when you crashed into Radican?
あれは激突したんじゃない。
That wasn't a crash. The coordinates were slightly off, so it just appeared there.
あそこに出現しちゃっただけ。あのマシンって
It's not exactly the most stable machine.
それで
Anyone remember when it rained?
10日の朝、
The morning of the
降って
10th,
いた。
just before dawn.
The time loop machine can only cover 48 hours in a single leap. And the time loop machine was completed today, the 13th at 2 p.m. That means we can't go further back than 2 p.m. on the 11th. Damn. We can't get there with the time loop machine. I think we should try to fix it.
Yeah, it's a time machine, so we have plenty of time, right?
Oh, Mayuri. It's already past 5. Less than 2 hours remain until Mayuri's death. It was barely enough time to sneak into Radicon, let alone fix Suzuha's time machine. In fact, maybe I should leave to 2 p.m. on the 11th and use the 2 full days to fix the time machine. You're all hungry, aren't you? You should be. What's this all of a sudden?
Mayushi's hungry.
As expected from a glutton. Mayuri, Daru, I'll leave the shopping to you. We can come up with a plan while we eat.
Wow, Okurin, what are we going to do with all this money?
Buy food. Lots of food. Use it all. You just calmly hand over 10,000 yen bill. Wow, Okurin, you make it look easy. That's why we love you. That's why we admire you. Mayuri and Daru leave in high spirits. I knew the 10,000 yen bill would work. Christina. Titter.
Titter? Is that me?
Who else?
And why are you calling me that now?
Because you're the one behind Titter's mask.
Well, yeah, but... Just give up. Nakobai rarely calls anyone by their name.
True.
Oh yeah, he calls me part-time warrior for some reason.
Listen, you two. I'm going to leave to 2 p.m. on the 11th. After Titter explains himself again, I'll start repairs on the time machine. Our goal is to have it working by this time today.
Is that the best plan?
It's better than trying to fix it when we only have 2 hours left. If it doesn't work, I'll just keep repeating the same 2 days.
I'm sorry.
Titter, we're counting on you to get us an IB of 5100. Never forget, I'm not doing this for you, and I'm not doing it for the future. My mission is to save Mayuri. Call me self-righteous if you want. However, I'm doing this my way. Kurisu and Suzuha give an encouraging nod in agreement. Good. Then let's begin. Kurisu sets up the time loop machine while Suzuha goes to turn on the 42-inch CO2. Well before Mayuri returns, I leap. When I come to, I'm standing with my phone in hand. While I wait for the ringing of my ears to subside, I check the date and time on my phone screen. August 11th, 2:06 p.m. Alright, now I have 2 more days. I immediately head downstairs to see Suzuha. When I explain the situation, Suzuha races Shiradi-kan to confirm my story. After she realizes that I'm telling the truth, I take her back to the lab and have her repeat the explanation she gave us before I time-leaped. We come to the conclusion that all we can do right now is to try our best to help repair Suzuha's time machine. Let's go take a look. It's hard to sneak into Shiradi-kan in the daytime. There isn't a crowd out front like before, but pedestrian traffic remains constant. It takes us about 30 minutes to find a way in. But the moment Dadu tried to step aboard the time machine...
Hold on, everyone. Guys, aren't we forgetting something?
Like, what?
What about Suzu-san's dad?
Oh, right. I thought Suzuha was lying about that. But when I turn to her, she looks away.
That doesn't matter now, does it? It does too. I mean, it'll take time to fix the time machine, won't it? We should help Suzu-san find her dad in the meantime. Right?
But...
Don't be like that, Okunin. You have to keep your promise.
What promise?
We promised, remember? We said we'd all look for Suzu-san's dad.
That's right. Mighty reminded me that in this world line, we'd convinced her to stay by promising to help look for her father. Yeah. I remember.
I know Suzu-san has a mission and stuff, but I think she also came because she really wanted to meet her dad. Mayushi wants to make that happen.
If Mighty feels that strongly about it, there's no way I can refuse.
Shina Mayuri. You're such a nice girl. You're right. And I thought I could find him if I came to this town. I know that he was in Akihabara in 2010.
So, your father is real?
Of course he is. At this age, he's probably still young and cool.
His name was Beryl Titter, right?
Yeah, that's right. Well, a foreigner? No, I'm pretty sure he's Japanese. Beryl Titter is his codename in Resistance. I don't think he's using it yet.
So that's why Suzuha called herself John Titter.
I don't know his real name. Some daughter, huh? He died before he could tell me.
What about your surname, Amane?
And that was my mother's maiden name. So, you have no leads? Leads. Oh, there is one thing.
ピンバッジ
A pin?
なんか書いてあ
And
る
there's something written on it.
It reads OSHM asterisk 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 A 7010.
これ
And this belongs to my dad.
形見
A memento.
誰
Google it. Daru. Daru runs a search, but only gets incomprehensible foreign sites.
父さんは秋葉原周
He was here in Akihabara, so I think we can exclude the foreign
考え
sites.
ていいと思う
日本語で OK
Okay, got it. He narrows the search down to Japanese sites. But even then, none of the results look relevant.
全然わかんない
Nothing.
でも
But
これは
this has to be some kind of hints.
With Suzuha's permission, Mayuri takes a picture of the pin.
というわけで
Okay. All in favor of helping Suzusa find her dad?
男性の人
反対はしない
No objections.
おかりんありがと
Thanks, Okarin. Ihihi.
And with Daru and Kurisu's votes, we unanimously agree to help Suzuha find her father.
うみんな
Everyone,
サンキュー
thank you.
でも
But
私
I want to be clear that my mission to 1975 comes first.
ことを優先
That was my dad's final wish after all.
それが父さんの意思だったからさてなわけで
So, if we still haven't found him by the time repairs are complete, I think we should give up. Is that okay?
どうかなそれでいい
Are you sure?
そんだけ探して見つか
If we still haven't found him by then, it just wasn't meant to
会え
be.
る運命になかったってことだと思うし
で
So,
どうやって
where do we start?
ピンバッジしか
The pin is our only hint. We'll hit every store in Akiba that sells things like this. Maybe someone will know where it came from.
マニアなショップを当たってみれば
マニアなショップ
In like kind of stores.
秋葉には
Akiba is full of niche stores where you can find strange and cool accessories.
数多くあるだろ
Kurisu is back at the lab, working on the time leap machine. It needs to be completed by 2 p.m. on the 13th. If she's late, it could affect my abilities to time leap, which would lower my chances of saving Mayuri. Speaking of Mayuri, she wandered off somewhere in search of Suzuha's father.
どうだ
How does it look?
この中
It's so freaking hot in here. There, rather, whatever.
蒸し風呂ってレベル
It's worse than a sauna. Spent too much time in there and I'll turn into Daru jerky.
ものになるねマジで
Not Daru jerky.
ちなみにこのマシン
By the way,
バランス崩
it's
して
not gonna
下に
fall or
落ちたり
anything,
しないよな
right?
治りそう
Can it be fixed?
いや
Well,
確証はない
I still don't know for
で
sure.
もさ
But there is one thing I noticed just now.
気づいたんだよねこれって
It's built kind of like the phone wave.
出るかもって
じゃあ
That means there's a chance, right?
いや
I said I'm not sure. I need to poke around some more.
誰よ
Daru. Super Haka. Everything depends on your skills now.
お前の腕にかかっていると言っていい世界を救った
You are the Super Haka who will save the world. In 2036, people will worship you as Seda Kurisu, the mother of the time machine.
人々から崇め立てまつられることになるだろう
ハカーじゃなくて
It's Hacker! How many times do I have to tell you?
とにかく
Anyway,
2日でなんとかして
you have 2 days. Do whatever it takes, Daru.
お前だけが頼り
You're our only hope.
自信はないよ
No promises,
そも
man.
そもなんで2日
And why 2 days? Mo.
2日後がさ
In 2 days.
リングと
The weather conditions will be perfect for creating the ring singularity.
それを逃すと
If we miss that window, we won't have another chance until next year.
Nice excuse, Suzuha.
そうだ
But precisely.
2日で直せとか
Fix it in 2 days? That's just nuts.
ならばそんなお前
But if you do, you'll earn the right to have to a date with Ferris. The way that animation was.
やってくれるな
Can you fix it?
いいですとも
No problem. Great. Now I just need to figure out how I'm going to convince Ferris. OSHM **** A 7010. We're searching for something with the same cryptic logo as this mysterious pin. Honestly, I didn't think it would be this difficult. Akiba has plenty of niche stores, but they're all for electronic goods and PC parts. There aren't that many selling accessories like Suzuha's pen. We check everyone we can find, but come up empty-handed. Worse yet, none of the employees have any leads for us. We even check nearby neighborhoods like Ueno and Asakusa. Nothing. Trying to show a cat is so silly. I wish it stayed there for longer so I could screenshot it. Dork ass. Suzuha and I return to the lab with heavy hearts.
Welcome back. From the looks on your faces, I guess you didn't find anything.
ダルは
Where's Daru?
He hasn't come back yet. It's already dark, so maybe he went straight home.
It's too dark to work at Radicon now.
なんか
I feel bad. And there's no time for
こんなこと
this.
してる場合じゃないのにさ
お前のためではない
It's not for you.
すべ
We're
て
doing it to save Mayuri.
マイリを助けるためだ
Yeah.
I started up the computer and searched the net for communities of people who collect unique pins. I'll investigate tomorrow based on the information I find. There's a pin collecting group on a site called Freepada, where everyone shows off their collections. I post there asking for information. I'm sleeping on the couch when a loud alarm rings in my ears.
セルンの襲撃
Is it turn, buddy?
Good morning.
起こしてくれたのか
You came to wake me up.
助かる
Thanks. Damn, before 7 a.m. Fucked.
I didn't do it for you.
岡部倫太郎
I asked her to wake you up, Okabe Nintaro. And there's something I want to show you.
これは
What's this?
ダイバージェンスメ
A divergence meter.
今
The numbers indicate the divergence value of the current world line.
数値で表すことができるんだよ
We're in a 337187. Let's go.
私がもともといた
Divergence is measured from my original world line, which corresponds to 0.
数値だからあくまで相対的なものなんだけどさ
作ったのか
You made this.
うん
No,
2030
I brought it with me from 2036.
These are Nixie tubes, right? Whoever made this has taste. I'd happily dub it Future Gadget number 9.
これ
How exactly does it work? It shouldn't be possible to measure changes like that.
私もわか
I
る
don't know either.
わからない
You don't know?
これ作ったの
Can you guess who made it?
How should I know?
君だよ
You did. Okabe Rintaro.
Huh?
You made it. 11 years from now. It apparently works the same way your special power does.
そうなの
Huh.
So, this meter lets other people check world line divergence?
そういうことか。違う違う。
I wish.
多分
I'm pretty sure only Okabe Rintaro would notice if the number
それに気
changed.
づけるのは岡部倫太郎だけ。は？
What?
それじゃあ
And then there's no point. Make something useful for once, Okabe.
This is something I made. It's a strange feeling.
これの仕組みは
Only the person who made it knows how it works. Wait 11 years. I'm sure he'll have figured it out by
しか
then.
ないかな。そうすれば
未来で
Have you met me in the future?
一度もないよ。
No. Never.
そうか
Oh.
で
So,
この
then why are you showing me this?
今ここで俺に見せた意味は
メーターの数値
When the meter reads over 1%, you made it into the beta world line.
ベータ世界線にたどり着いたことになる。
1%
1%.
そう。
Right.
1%
Reach 1% divergence,
シーナも
and you'll save Shin and Mayuri.
助けられるっていうこと。
I stare at the glowing red numbers. They don't budge. Just another 0.6%. It seems so easy.
これは君にあげる。
You can have it. No point in me carrying it around.
ないしね。
I hope you'll have a use for
有意
it.
に使ってよ。
Based on recommendations from the BBS thread, I spend the morning visiting stores in Akiba. But although I hit just about every kind of store that could be considered niche, I'm unable to find anything that resembles Suzuha's pin. Maybe I should go all the way to Ikebukuro or Nakano. I start heading back to the lab, but just then, a street vendor catches my eye. This is just the first time I've seen such a stylish street stand in Akiba. Most vendors just sell random junk. It's not like I have anything to lose, so I walk over and check out the selection. Among the various accessories, I see a number of metal pins. I don't see the OSHM *** A 7010 logo on any of the displayed accessories, but I better ask just to be sure. He's a foreigner, so maybe I should use English.
Hey, master! I am mad scientist.
Let's go. It's the line.
So cool!
It's the line.
Son of a bitch!
There it is.
はい何ですか
Can I help you? I have a question, if you don't mind.
これに見覚え
Does this look familiar? Sorry, just the way he moved it from the animation. The man stares at it for a while, then shrugs and shakes his head in an exaggerated manner typical of Westerners.
これの出所が
I want to know where it came
調
from.
べることができ
Can you help me find out?
お
Remember. Sorry.
ちょっと
It's a little
難しいですね
difficult, eh? What is he saying?
By the way
By the way, where'd you get this thing?
それを知りたい
That's what I want to
報
know.
酬は出す
I'll compensate you.
ごめんなさい
I'm sorry. Just in case, I give him my contact information and ask him to get in touch if he finds out anything. Then I turn to leave.
Okabe Rintaro. So, what's with your English back there? It sounded dumb. So cool. Is that standard English in this era?
Of course not.
Oh. So it's an Okabe Rintaro original. There's no overseas travel in my time, so I wouldn't know.
No overseas travel? What? You mean at all?
Pretty much. Travel permits are hard to get, and they never issue one out for vacation. I never seen a foreigner before coming to this time.
Damn. So in the future, no one is allowed to leave Japan. Japan was like that a few centuries ago too, when the Tokugawa shogunate closed the country to the west. So it's like certain set international relations back hundreds of years. Perhaps that's why there was no war in Shizuha's time. It's hard for conflicts to emerge when races and cultures can't interact. I can't be a bigot if everyone's the same, I guess. It sounds kind of like a prison with invisible walls, guarded by certain in the Committee of 300. I mean, ending war is obviously a good thing, but I can't let my fears about the future overtake me. I should be more concerned about the issue at hand. The sunlight beats on my head, making it hard to think. I feel like I'm standing in a sauna. This heat is driving me nuts. Why does the sun hate me so much? Me, whenever I go outside! Anyways, shining in the center of the sky like he owns the damn place. Damn it, why can't we find any information on that pin? I suppose it's no skin off my back if we don't find Shizuha's father. As long as Daru fixes the time machine, nothing else matters. So why do I feel so bad about my lack of progress? I really don't know. Maybe I'm just frustrated by my own powerlessness. I can't save Mayuri. I can't fix Shizuha's time machine. I can't even help Kurisu with the time leap upgrade. So what am I good for? The only thing I can do is help Shizuha find her father. Maybe this pin is newer than we think. I mean, maybe it hasn't been made yet.
Maybe. I'm not meant to meet him. I mean, we tried everything and still no sign. It's just not on the cards, I guess.
I feel a surge of anger at her words. Here I'm stewing in self-loathing. She acts like it doesn't matter. How can you give up? We still have one more day.
But why are you getting mad?
Everyone's fighting for you. Do you get it? Me? I want to prioritize Mayuri over everything else. But you're still a layman, a friend. When a friend's in trouble, you want to help them. That's how Mayuri felt, and I agree. That's why I'm searching. So how dare you be the first to give up?
You don't have to yell.
Don't disappoint me like this. My ranting is pointless. Sound and fury signifying nothing. I tell myself to calm down. This is just my own feelings of impotence boiling over.
I'm sorry. But maybe you should think about how I feel.
You're right. I shouldn't have said that. It's too awkward to make eye contact.
さて
Alright. And what
これから
next?
どうするか
I wonder how the other lab members are progressing. I'm especially concerned about Daru. Depending on the situation, he might need some relief. And then there's Mayuri. She's been working alone, trying to find some information on Suzuha's father. Although we still have over 24 hours before that happens, I can't help but worry about leaving her alone.
Toot-toot-oo. Mayashi here.
今どこだ
Where are you now?
In front of the station.
合流しよ
Let's meet up. Stay right there.
Okay.
Suzuha and I head to the station.
お願いします。
Please take one. We need your help.
ご協力よろしくお願いします。
うあいつ
What is she doing?
先日
There's been a kidnapping. The kidnapper was wearing this pin.
バッジをつけた
Please help us find him.
ご協力よろしくお願いいたします。
Okay. When I call out to her, Mayuri waves at me.
Oh, Karin, Suzu-san.
あのね
There's something I've been meaning to
こと
ask.
があったんだ。
Yeah.
バレルタイタン
The
さん
barrel and
って
Suzu, that name. What does it mean?
それが名前な
It's
の
just a name.
意
It
味だ
probably doesn't mean anything.
でもでも
But it's not his real name, right?
ねさ
Right.
コードネ
It's a code name.
どうしてバレルタイタン
So why did he choose barrel tighter? And why did he choose John, Suzu-san?
ジョンさんって名前にしたのジョンは一番
Because John's the most common English name.
バレルさんは
But barrel isn't
じゃ
common.
ないよそういえば
Now that you mention it.
So she's saying there must be a meaning behind the code name. Is that what her leaflets are about? I take a look. Bring a kidnapper, sick to justice. The evildoer wears this pin. It could be your neighbor. He could be standing next to you right now. Mayuri. If you have any information, please contact the email address below. This is so silly.
そのチラシ
Well, what you think? I think it's a
力
masterpiece.
作だと思うんだ
なんだ
What's
この誘拐
this
事件というのは
kidnapping stuff about?
マユシーのアイ
It was my idea. I'm sure it'll make everyone want to help.
おって思ってくれるかなと思っていい作戦だと
It's a good strategy, don't you think? The operation name is Mayoshi's Awesome Leaflet Plan.
でもさ
Um,
誘拐事件ってのは
isn't this
さすが
going
に
a little
言い
too
過ぎじゃん
far?
Yeah. What happens if the police hear about... Uh-oh.
君たち
You three. I knew this where this was going. So he ran away to the park.
おかえり
I'm sorry, guys.
ごめんね
I made things
マユシーが
worse.
足を引っ張っちゃって
I told Mayuri to not worry about it, who was looking very sorry. Kirisu greets the three of us when we return to the lab dead tired.
Hey, Okabe, remember the lifter? I don't suppose you figured out what it is. No, of course you haven't.
I already know. There's the 42-inch CRT downstairs.
Really? What's your proof?
I've been here before, remember?
Oh, right. The CRT. I see. Wow.
I'm tired. I'm sorry. I think this is where we're gonna have to end it. Let us overwrite this one. Chapter 6 is a lot longer than I was expecting it to be. I'm gonna look at my VODs channel again. It could just be that this is longer because, I don't know. The transitions between the days, that's definitely longer than the original game. That's part of it. All the extra little animations definitely add up too. Yeah, that too. That's definitely part of it. It's kind of funny because before it was like mostly the reading the tips every time we got a tip. That would add time for the Steins Gate. So kind of funny how it's different for this. Yeah, okay, there's chapter 6 start. Okay, so chapter 6 starts an hour into this VOD, more or less. And it's 4.5 hours. And I know for a fact chapter 6 is continuing into the next VOD, which is 3 hours. Let's see at what point chapter 7 starts. I think it's not until the end, though. Yeah, there's the credits from the ending. Yeah, so only like 10-ish minutes cut off, so, okay, but that's a later problem, methinks. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining, as always, I do appreciate it. Stream schedule should be more or less same old. Schedule will be up the usual times. But I'll catch you all next time, whenever that is. I'm gonna stop yapping. But until then, though, bye-bye, everyone.